now live, and the connection has not shit itself, so that is a fantastic sign.
Yay! I'll take that as a sign that we are not dying. We will live forever.
I want to go that far,
We
but
will live forever.
okay. I'm immortal.
Forever.
And ever, and ever, and ever. All right. Thank God I remembered to launch this in administrator mode. And finger snap. I am now on the screen, but the game is because I forgot that I was playing Barony before this.
Inputs, Quip. Inputs.
Very much inputs. Genshin, reveal thyself. Yes, you were there. Now, let me just hide the Spotify overlay because we're not going to be listening to that. Oh, right. I forgot to unmute the game.
That would generally be helpful to some.
Behold! There's a strange wanderer near Wolfendom. Who could that be talking about?
Don't use the word wanderer. That's another character's name.
That's what they said!
Oh, I didn't realize you had the game up already. My stream's super delayed. Oh no. Let me try refreshing.
To be fair, I just started. I just switched to the game. Yeah, there was much to do.
There we go. I refresh fixed it. We're good. So, why don't you catch us up on your wonderful story?
My
Quip.
wonderful story. Well, I'm not in China now, but I'm supposed to be going to China. I'm also a renegade. I'm a renegade from the law because their god died, and I guess I was in the vicinity, so I panicked because I was foreign, and I assumed that they would arrest me for being foreign.
You, who to one knows?
Oh, and also my party stats currently. I'm level 60. Official's level 53, but her cap's at 60. And Mona's at level
Yep.
60. Our weapons are at 60. I'm neglecting Shinobu for now because I can't really uncap her.
You'll get there one day. You just
Saw that in
they had to
the
take out the
startup.
me because the me stands for Hatsune Miku.
Are you serious?
Yes,
And they don't own Hatsune Miku?
they do not own Hatsune Miku. That's probably not why they took it out, but it's still they probably took it out for rebranding purposes because they're now like working on more games than before.
Alright, I have restarted the stream. It should be back up. Why won't it let me pet the dog?
Perish.
Anyway, so yeah, my artifacts, well, they could be better, I guess. I have the gladiators at purple, and then I would have had. I almost got what you call it, this thing, Thunderbird, Thundering Fury, but that one dungeon kept dropping some passive called Thunder Soother, which I guess might be nice if I ever end up fighting an enemy that really, really hurts with lightning, but
Thunder Soother is very niche. Some characters pop off with it though, but it's usually not as good as Thundering Fury.
But yeah, I think I'm about as strong as I can get for now. At least until I hit rank 35, which I'm currently rank 31.
Yay! onwards and upwards with the plot of the game that we technically were stupidly overleveled for, but it's fine because world level.
Wow, I can't believe they accounted for game balance.
Oh, you're only a few levels off from unlocking Genshin Impact TCG, also known as Genius Invocation TCG, also
I
known as the next stream's content. We're doing card games next stream, Quip. We're doing it.
I did not consent to this.
It's the current event. You have to. I'm sorry. Non-consensual card games.
Isn't that just the premise of the Yu-Gi-Oh manga?
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Original Yugi was he was basically Jigsaw.
Yeah, I think my favorite Yugi trick is the a puck of high explosives frozen in ice, and you play ice hockey with it on a grill.
I do not remember that one. Also, hi
Yeah,
Rando,
there's a
how's it going?
chapter where he. Yeah, hey Jet. There's a chapter where Yugi freezes like a block of. It's not C4. It's like some fucking TNT basically in like a block of ice, and then he challenges the guy to a game of ice hockey with that as the puck, and they play on like a hot grill. And whoever like has the puck by the time the ice melts fucking explodes. So of course
That's
the other guy fucking dies.
Jesus. How am I? I'm good. I'm a little burning up because Nevada weather, but otherwise we're doing all right. I think. How are you, Ruby?
This child. I'm doing okay. It's a cold morning here in lovely Australia.
Damn Australia.
Northland Bank.
The gremlin appears.
I
Correct. This
I
bank
was
is
gonna go
located
out
in
today, but I
nearby
will not
Snezhnaya.
on account of fear of drop bears, which are very real.
Everyone knows that
So
Asia is
Absolutely.
the
I'm
most
staying
gold-producing
inside to play with
empire, and
Quip today.
Snezhnaya is not short of change either.
My
I
dear
hear
friend Quip.
I hear Snezhnaya and I just think Gesundheit.
It's
Foreign nations
Russian,
don't
Quip.
seem the type to have
It's
different ideas
fantasy
about acting the
Russian.
way yours do towards the Knights of Favonius.
To
I
be fair,
can't believe Quip is fantasy racist.
I see
Drop
Russian
bears
language and I
are
just go, what the fuck? Oh, drop bears
drop
are
bears are a
dangerous creatures.
totally real yeah, they're a totally real Australian endangered creature. You have to be on the watch for them every time you're in the country. Very
Here,
dangerous.
let me give you this.
Like the satanic counterpart to koalas.
This is
I'm not sure exactly. Sometimes all money can buy is things, and not a name for oneself. All I know is that it's a sigil. A sigil to keep the mighty and illuminated Adepti from bringing harm to you.
Adepti.
If you head north from the harbor, then west from Guili Plains, you will eventually reach a stone forest known as Jueyun Karst.
That's how that's pronounced?
The people of Liu believe it to
What?
be the abode of the Adepti.
I can't even fucking repeat it. J1 Karst?
Julian Cost, yeah.
Yeah. They really believe that?
Legend or not, they believe it. As such, offerings to the Adepti are made.
I'm
of
just
its
an
wood.
asshole in this game.
Nobody dares venture in. But I have no need for believing. Not when I know for a fact that the Adepti truly exist.
Hate to admit it, but your Fatui intel seems alright. But why would we go looking for Adepti anyway?
To kill them, clearly.
Oh, my little friend. There are plenty of reasons mortals seek the blessings of Adepti.
We're gonna become the god butcher of this game.
Money, health, love. But you will go for justice.
Your buddy is making you a gladius? Like the actual fucking sword?
What, like they're a blacksmith? If so, that's super cool.
Justice?
The Chi Sing will already have dispatched the Millilith. They'll be seeking out the assassin from amongst the onlookers. But how could a
Always
man
wanted to
kill
try
an
my hand at
enemy focusing
blacksmithing. I
entire
technically
armies?
did a bit. I made like
That's
the
lapis
world's
lazuli
shittiest
powder
bronze
as a
knife. But I
guide.
want to work with like proper tool steel and make like a knife at some point.
My god, Ruby, I didn't know you had it in you.
It's so bad,
This
dude.
level of
It's so
quick
bad.
response is beyond what is
It
called
looks
for.
terrible.
How suspicious.
Oh, you're a gunsmith. Damn, I respect gunsmithing a lot. That shit's fucking hard.
I've always wondered what the laws were concerning weapons like that. Like, I know there's specific gun laws, but swords.
Sword law is don't have a sword. Does that help?
Kid has multiple katanas.
You just don't brandish a sword in public, to my knowledge, is the law. I'm sure it's regulated based on blade length, handle, etc.
There's no concealed katana carry law.
I don't think so.
Or
Uh,
to hide something
Except in
else.
Malaysia, where
Like
everyone has a
deception.
sword.
And a gun?
Non-stop sword fight country. No, no guns. Guns, big no in Malaysia. Many swords.
So sword dueling is still a thing in Malaysia. It's still alive and well there.
Even now, the
It's
Ministry
not.
Bank
You
wouldn't
can't
allow you
legally
to
sword
meddle if
duel,
it
I
was
think.
wrong. But the Adepti can clear you of any wrongdoing.
I'm double checking.
Liyue was founded by the Geo Archon and the Adepti. Of course, it was built by force. Look for them, and be faster than the Qixing's messengers, so you
No,
may
you
defeat
cannot.
their line of defense
Unfortunately, you
first.
cannot
If
legally
there's anyone
duel
that
in
can help you
public
in
with
Liyue now,
swords.
it can only be the mighty and illuminated Adepti.
In the state of Kentucky, it's illegal to sell a double-bladed knife or sword over 6 inches. However, you can own and give them away. I guess that prohibits like actual businesses being made out of that, but I can't help but feel that the legal language surrounding that is a little exploitable. Oh, that's kind of far. At least it would be if it weren't for the fact that I have the fucking teleporter.
You've already done your fucking trek across the entirety of Teyvat.
I really have.
I'm sure some people will get upset at that, but who cares? We're here for the rich plot of Genshin Impact.
Yeah, I did my exploring. Not everything,
Yep.
but just enough. Just to get the waypoints.
Some people, some people like seeing the exploring on screen, but it's really not a big deal, being real.
For what it's worth, I haven't explored every nook and cranny. Like
Yeah,
if I saw anything pop up on my way to a teleporter, I ignored it.
yeah. It's partly because people like seeing people react to like the vistas for the
Yeah.
first time like this, but it's not a big deal.
This is really beautiful though, actually.
Yeah. How you like floating fantasy China?
My favorite part is the one teleporter that's like way up in the sky. That one.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. You mean the Jade House or a different one?
I think it's this point. Can you peek?
Yeah, I know that one. Okay, no problems.
Also, this music is
I'm not even gonna
really
try and
relaxing.
correct you, by the way.
Yeah, please feel free to. Like, if I'm butchering any pronunciation, it's fully deserved.
No, you think I also know how to pronounce Chinese? I'm only Chinese by blood, by fucking culture.
Is
I
that
don't
a
know these stupid
fucking
things.
reindeer?
What do you mean? It's your good friend the Adepti.
Please take a look at this.
A sigil of permission. Many a season
This
has
is the past
passed
that
since
says you
one was
can't kill
last in
me.
the presence
Okay?
of
You
such
can't
another.
kill me.
Be
Just so we're
before you is
clear.
the mighty and illuminated
You
Adeptus,
can't kill
Moon
me.
Carver. Speak, traveler.
Johnny, get the hunting
What
rifle.
business have you here?
Actually,
It's the assassin. They dared to flee here to Jueyun Karst. Sir,
So
we've
that makes
already
sense.
stepped too
So
far
it's
into
and
Jueyun
no
Karst
sword
ourselves.
over 6 inches.
There's no choice.
Give
So
it
no
a
swords.
5.9
The
inches. Let's
assassin's
go.
top priority.
5.9 inch. That's actually a really long knife. It's not even that long. That's a moderately sized knife.
That's an average ninja main hand.
Disturbing our borders. See them gone. One will not have interruption.
Oh, I'm not actually.
To arms!
All right.
Take the target away.
Die.
Fate is upon you. By royal decree.
Grass.
Spring attack.
Grass.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Ow! What the fuck? Stop poking me with your damn sticks!
Written in the stars. Wings of darkness. Come, sever night from day.
Erish.
Shadows of fate.
You know, these are just real. Like, canonically, you're just killing these people.
Yeah.
Traveler doesn't pull punches. These people are dead.
My destiny.
Yeah, like, I am not pulling my punches with these people. They're just getting the full fucking damage.
No escape.
Another mushroom. I'm pretty sure I just canceled out the old one. Well,
It's fine.
they're all dead. I am now officially
Yeah.
an enemy of the state. It was originally a misunderstanding. Now it's... now I'm
Now it's
actually a
murder.
criminal.
Also, why do you have Amber on your team?
Oh, I was doing a puzzle earlier.
Get her out of there. What the fuck are you doing?
You find it amusing how different the games we're playing are? You have Fantasy China and you're doing dumb shit with battle axes. I can pull out an axe eventually.
What you playing, chat?
How could someone possibly assassinate Rex Lapis during the rite of dissension, and then place suspicion upon the attendees?
Suspicion upon the tendies.
Traveler.
It's so funny to see that fucking dragon just crash out of the sky and smash into a table.
One must become aware.
Good old fashioned Valheim. Nothing wrong with that.
Though one must consult with one's fellows.
I miss Valheim.
Mind be
I miss it so much.
Take your sigil of permission. Carry with you a message.
Who should I look for?
Mountain Shaper and Cloud Retainer can be found here. Only fate will decide if you shall find them.
Those are like Metal Gear names.
Fate.
Mountain Shaper and Cloud Retainer.
There exists a
You're a
conqueror of
Adepti.
demons.
The names are descriptive.
Go to Wangshu Inn. There you shall seek him.
Alright, apologies, chat. I didn't mean for you to see my shame here. It's just that I don't have any other fire character. And boy, do those turn-ins really require me to set a thing on fire. There.
Don't worry, soon.
Don't tell me they did it again.
Get your fucking healer back in. What are you doing?
That reminds me. I have enough to do a few pulls.
Oh, let's do some matches. Who would you like? But these characters are both pretty good, all things considered.
Well, I have some pretty good lightning characters now, right?
Yeah.
But this one would be better, right?
Yai is official on crack, but she is not as good off field. She demands more time spent playing her.
But also fire.
But I'm talking about Yai.
Yeah.
Yoimiya is fire god. She's not the best fire DPS, but she's very easy to play, and she has a fun design, so people like her a lot.
Yeah, she kind of reminds you of the Kengo design in Granblue.
So yeah, up to you. The best character on both of these banners is the fucking Catgirl 4-star, so it doesn't matter who you go for.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is she a cat girl as well? What's up with this? These ears, hair?
Oh, Yai Miko is a fox.
Oh, so it's like that.
Yes, and the cat girl is a cat girl. I hope this clears things up.
Oh, thank God, I was confused for a moment. All right, so I guess I'll pull for her. I'll just have a lightning focused team, I guess.
It's good to have a spread of elements, but it's up to you. Yoimiya is also an archer, if that affects things.
Wait, she's an archer?
Amber. Yoimiya, yes. Yoimiya is an archer.
Oh,
Yai is
Yoimiya.
a spellcaster.
I'm pretty sure I can also do these. We were like part way through this, right? The standard
Do you
ones.
have your chat's covering the screen on this one, so I can't see how much resource you have.
I have 5 of the standard wishes.
Don't do anything here then. I mean, you can single pull. Sure. It's just single pulls.
Yeah, the standard wishes isn't affected by wish times 10, is it?
Yeah, no.
You're tempted to play
Oh, nuts.
SOT? What is SOT? And summon the Kraken with the Crack Dance, as your friends have nicknamed it. You feel like fighting tentacles for some dumb reason. What did you mean by this? Oh, Sea of Thieves stuff. Hey, a sacrificial sword.
Ooh, that's pretty good. The sacrificial and Favonius weapons are some of the best in the game for support, so that's a great cat right there. Full
Another
steel.
fucking debate club.
You love it. You love debate club.
Horn 4 star's not so bad. Okay. So, do I want another fire archer that's just straight up better than Amber, which isn't saying much? Or do I want the lightning caster? I should probably get the fire girl.
Up to you. Entirely up to your taste and which of these characters you like more.
I'm gonna have a party with 2 archers in it. I think this gives me enough for 3 pulls. Probably only 2. Let's see what happens. Behold the gacha, Ruby.
Behold a gacha.
It's this fucking book
It's a-
again.
Let's hope it's the cat girl.
Oh, hi. She's Earth? Is that the Earth element? Yunjin?
Oh yeah, Yunjin. She's fun. She's more Earth support, so not as great for our team, but she's an option if you want to mess around with her.
Nah, not exactly the best pull, but time for number 2. Go forth and bring me cat girls. Hey, a Favonius Greatsword.
Hey, we can use that too. So, okay, we're getting good gets here.
And Yunjin again. Alright.
That is funny. Okay.
Most regrettable, but I guess it can't be helped.
It can't be helped.
It is what it is, Ruby.
It do be what it do be. Do be do.
Does this affect anything that I should be setting up immediately?
What do you mean?
Like, should I rearrange my equipment right now, or am I good?
Do you have a sword character on your team? No, you Cookie can take this Felonious sword.
Oh yeah, she's
The
been
sacrificial sword, I mean.
she's been rocking this Harbinger of Dawn for a while. I didn't want to uncap it because I don't feel like uncapping blue stuff. Oh, you're kidding. Just eat one of these Blitzen Greatswords. I don't care.
Just do it.
Alright. Oh, hey, I can ascend it.
Yeah, we need you to go to the blacksmith and make some fucking rocks. But actually, you don't just use your zillion rocks.
Yeah. Ooh, I can ascend it one more time. Let's go.
Yeah, it's a good sword. Go nuts with it. Like, trust me, you won't regret it. You can put this on either Kuki or on your MC. It doesn't matter which.
And then the other one could just get the other one.
Yeah. Basically, you read the effect and decide that would be more useful for. It's a very good effect though.
I see. Well, I'll leave it at 50 for now.
Okay. Anyway, go back. Yep, you can see.
I will go
Um,
find the mountain shaper now.
I was gonna say you can equip the sword you just upgraded.
Oh, yeah. Let's take a look.
The cat equip sword leaves. No, you didn't even equip.
Oh, I didn't equip
You
it.
didn't.
I forgot to click the switch button. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. So now you can see what it does. So I feel that would be a bit more relevant on MC, but it's up to you.
All right, we can just swap them.
Yeah, because you see what it does, right?
The crit?
No, that was the Harbinger of Dawn. Read the new power.
Oh. After damaging an opponent with elemental shield, has a 40% chance to own. Woo!
So you can double cast.
Finally, I can blow more grass on them. You will touch grass.
It's helpful on the MC. Oh yeah, it's helpful on the MC because the MC's skill does not like. How do I say this? It didn't last long enough, so it's helpful to be able to do it twice.
I ain't doing that. I am following you. It's leading me into hell.
Why? It's leading you to treasure equip.
Fine. Show me the way, Mr. Shiny Man. I almost missed that. Thanks, I hate it. Gonna give myself whiplash by deploying the wings over and over like this. Let's see. Exquisite chest.
I'll keep this close.
Alright, and now to teleport right back up to the mountain. It's a lot prettier than Mondstadt, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now where's the other shiny man? Come on out, little buddy. He's probably up on top of this thing. I've seen the climbing physics work really weirdly sometimes in this game.
Why is that?
I've seen him climb at weird angles. It's just really questionable positions to be in. The mysterious barrier. Excuse me. JK is where the Adepti dwelled, so perhaps this is the abode of one. But there seems to be no way to enter. I'm just going to abbreviate them to avoid butchering the pronunciation. Hello, Mr. Treasure
Understandable.
Hoarder.
Have a nice day.
Have mercy, O mighty Adeptus. I beg you, show mercy upon me and my brother. Spare our lives.
How do y'all feel about Metro? I believe public transportation is a thing that should be invested in, and it is very nice.
That's very insightful of you, Quip.
Oh, you mean the phone company? Metro piece of shit. Terrible phone service. I'm
Quip
kidding.
says fuck you to the public transport. Public phones, I mean.
I know you meant the game series. Like I've told you before, like I thoroughly enjoyed 2033. At least I'm pretty sure that's the first game. I recently found out that I own the second game too, so that's not an issue anymore. I'll eventually
Yay.
play it
Who
later.
are you? What's going on?
Oh, we were sent by the Adeptus to kill you.
We asked you first.
Oh,
We're killing you now.
you enjoy
Killing you
safe
very
passage and
rapidly.
enjoying Karst. It can only mean one thing.
And that is?
They must be Adepti messengers, sent here to rescue me and my brother.
No?
What is he talking about?
I don't know, but we can scam money out of him.
Oh, have mercy, mighty messengers of the illuminated Adepti. I beg you to save us. My brother and I, we only came here because our family is poor, and we heard tell of treasures hidden in the amber of Mount Hulao. It was stupid of us. But all we wanted to do was find enough treasure to sell and support our family.
God says stay poor.
We followed the path up the mountain, but suddenly, the amber, it swallowed up my brother Li Dang. I ran away and made it this far before it dawned on me. We were trespassers in the abode of the Adepti, and this was our punishment.
Wow, God punished you for stealing from them? All I can say is, dang.
I had no idea how to rescue my
Dang.
brother, so I just started praying for the Adepti to have mercy, right here on the spot. And now, at long last, 2 messengers come to my aid.
I'd say 1.5 messengers.
What? We're not Adepti messengers. We just want to find the Adepti like everyone else.
We just crushed this man's last hopes.
No, you must be messengers.
All his hopes and
You
dreams.
have to be. I have no idea which amber trapped him. Please, you have to rescue him. I beg you, show me some Adepti mercy.
Of your transgression, your predicament, and your repentance. One has become aware.
Thanks be to the Adeptus of Mount Hulao and to their messengers.
Lovely voice acting by
Never will
Quip
we
here.
be so foolish again.
Whoa, check you out. When you speak like that, you actually make a pretty convincing Adepti messenger.
It doesn't take much effort to be convincing. All you have to do is speak with a very imposing voice and in the middle of your
Good job,
sentence.
Quip.
Paimon was gonna ask him about where to find the Adeptus, but he seems pretty one-track mind about rescuing his brother right now. So, he said that Li Dang got trapped in amber somewhere on Mount Hulao, and that they were following the path the whole way up. So let's
Ah, it's a slime.
walk down from here and make sure to be on the lookout for amber on the way.
Get slimed, idiot.
Slime jump scare.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I saved your brother, give me $50. Ah! More slimes. I'm about to just...
Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Did that not work?
Perish.
In hindsight, I could have just done this.
Strong. It's all yours.
Delicious. Alright, so he's in one of these other ambers this way. You recommend a claymore to shatter the amber, or...
Yes. It doesn't matter. You'll be doing a lot of these, so just stick to a character you'll be playing.
Where am I going? No, surely I can erode it with water. Oh. Oh! I'm out of stamina! Okay, salvaged.
Lightning, shadow fire. Stick with me.
It's okay, I can cancel all my fall damage by just pretending that I always meant to do a plunge attack. It's just like Dark Souls.
It's just like Dark Souls.
Oh! Imagine being that pig encased in amber, and then suddenly someone saves you, like, I'm saved, thank you, how can I ever... Just dead.
Perish. They didn't want to die, maybe they shouldn't have gone stuck in the first place.
Makes you wonder what God punished that pig for doing.
Terminate!
Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day.
Ah, damn it! Fisher, why did you climb that? I found your brother. He's missing a head because I chopped the amber too many times. God, that's fucking grim. Hey, surely your brother is in this. Oh, for God's sake.
Get with me. Out of my way. Oz, reveal thyself.
Do not climb the amber!
It's all yours.
Do these chests ever end up dropping, like purple weapons, 3 stars?
Purple weapons, never. Purple artifacts, yes.
Ooh. Finally, some good EXP.
Let me scry.
Surely he's in this one, right?
Decided
Surely.
destiny. Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Propagate!
God damn it! I swear there's just infinite amounts of these things.
Get with me.
Well, that's not what I was looking for, but I guess a crystal fly is nice.
Oh, yeah.
You sound just like me finding Quarry Junction in New Vegas. Yeah? Yeah? Me killing the fucking 20th Deathclaw in a row.
Shadows of fate.
Scatter!
Dissipate.
Wait, why am I shattering this one? This one's not even in the quest area. I don't know, Ruby. Is this like randomly generated, or is this the specific one that I'm not finding?
I don't know what the problem is. You're in the circle, right?
Now I'm in the circle. The last one I found was by accident.
Yeah, no, it's in the circle.
All right, it's got to be one of those 2, 3, 4. Fucking 4 more. 5.
Just break the rocks, Clint. Break the rocks.
I didn't realize I was playing Minecraft.
You will Minecraft now.
No matter what game I'm streaming, it's Minecraft. If it's Barony, it's Minecraft. If it's Genshin, it's Minecraft. It's Persona 2, it's Minecraft.
Get with me.
Or I guess in that case, it's Minecraft. I didn't have the heart to finish that one.
Good call. Good call.
Propagate!
Dissipate.
Oh, it's him! Civilian man!
Pavilion Man.
Hot dang, I'm cured.
We found
What
him.
happened? You rescued me. Oh, thank you.
He's a victim of the molasses explosion incident.
Oh, and have you seen my brother? His name is Li Ding. We were climbing the mountain together. I just hope he didn't get trapped in Amber too.
He's the one that said it's looking for you.
Phew. So he's safe then? Oh, thank you. I will head up to find my brother now. Here's hoping I don't run into any more Amber on the way.
The joke here is to switch to Amber and just jump scare him. He is indeed a real human being. Well, if it isn't Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Little
Thank you
guns.
for rescuing my brother, oh mighty messengers of the illuminated Adepti.
You ever seen the Adeptus here?
What? No. I mean, like everyone else, we've heard that there's an Adeptus living in Mount Hulao.
But you never made sure? You just kind of guessed?
Regular folks like us would never have the chance to meet them. No way. Unlike you guys, you're Adepti messengers, so it's a whole different story. Anyway, we have trespassed in the realm of the Adeptus for long enough. We should get going.
Yep, that's us, the Adepti Messengers. How'd you know?
Adepti
Yep, we're
messengers.
definitely, we are divine messengers of God.
Yes. Thank
That's us.
Boy, it'd be super helpful if
I
we
think they're
actually
onto
were
us.
Adepti messengers.
Nah, they're a little too dumb for that one.
'Cause it seems like this Adeptus has got a real temper problem.
Also, we're not even trying to hide it, so, you know.
Ah, so this Adeptus is a petty motherfucker.
But it's not like we've done anything wrong, so hopefully.
Who dares trespass on my mountain?
Oh, way to cut off the fucking dialogue game. It just went, huh.
Foolish mortal. Come forth
Listen.
and receive your punishment.
Why does it keep cutting off his dialogue? He's a crane.
You intrude upon the sanctity of Mount Hulao. You destroy the amber of my mountain. And you free a thief whose freedom is not yours to give.
Wait, the amber is not supposed to be destroyed? Nobody tell him I uncapped, how I uncapped my ice dude.
The thieves' ignorance was an affront to the Adepti. But your actions are an abomination of the highest order.
Dude, they're rocks.
Wait, we can explain.
Mooncarver sent us.
Carver, trusted a mere mortal
Carve these
as his
moons.
You bet Timmy would love to meet this guy. Who the hell's Timmy?
It's the kid on the bird and on the bridge with the birds.
Oh god, that Timmy. To be fair, he misspelled Timmy. So I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Is this a sigil?
Yeah, I'm definitely not just coping with that one.
Exist in the mortal realm.
Can't believe Quit would forget the most important NPC in the game.
Cast them for the mortals with his own hand. Few were made then. And thousands of years on, fewer still remain.
Ruby, do you see this?
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
What's happening to me?
You are under attack.
What am I doing?
You are under attack.
Speak. One shall listen to the matter which brings you here. Then one shall verify the truth thereof. You would be wise.
You're under fucking attack.
It's still happening. The fucking sound effects.
One would be easily deceived.
We are under fucking attack.
Rex Lapis.
Uh,
What
don't worry
mortal
about it.
in Liu, nay, in all the world, would conspire to commit such
I'm dead!
treason?
I'm dead!
Perhaps the more pertinent question is, what power in this world could aspire to achieve it?
Look. I'm sure it's fine.
And we have always honored this duty.
I've been erased from
Sure,
existence!
As the people have prospered, so have we
Sure, it's
gradually
fine.
withdrawn into the
I can't believe it. Paimon has replaced me.
a gesture of goodwill toward humanity.
God.
But now, alas, Rex Lapis, gone. Traveler,
I didn't know that was a thing that could
the
happen.
matter you have relayed, one has
I
become
didn't either.
One now knows why Moon Carver has sent for us. Once one has dealt with certain matters here that require my attention, one shall convene with the other Adepti.
Brother man, I am dead. Who are you talking to? Can someone explain the Amber situation to me?
Paimon can. Adepti always have magical powers in storybooks. Seems it's true
Is she-
in real life too.
Facing my corpse or something? What is that angle?
You know, like how grass
It's
is
fine.
actually Adepti hair, and rivers are actually Adepti saliva. There must be something similar going on with the amber.
So Amber must be crystallized Adepti.
Your nonsense
Ew.
knows no bounds. This amber is produced by a flower that one has planted here, called the karst crawler. The majority of the plant is hidden underground. When stepped on, it produces amber to trap the invader. After taking up residence here, one planted many karst crawlers to ensure that the tranquility of the mountain would remain undisturbed.
Paimon impact reel.
They have helped to prevent
Paimon
many
impact
disturbances.
reel.
But in the process, they have also trapped many curious things.
Oh, so the amber is alive?
That's kind of creepy, actually.
Correct. Thus,
Why's that?
one may not leave this place in its current state, for fear of
Like-
the risk to innocent lives in one's absence.
The Amber is the product of a natural trap. It's like if a bear stepped on a bear trap and it turned into a pretty gem.
Yeah, no, that is kind of
As
fucked
soon
up,
as
isn't it?
one has attended to this matter, one trusts that the manner of your departure will be swifter in nature.
Oh my god, I actually died in that cutscene.
God.
Thank you,
Terrorist
Genshin.
quip.
Thank you, Genshin,
Now
for
you-
wanting my ass dead.
Genuinely was not expecting you to fucking just disintegrate like that.
I got freaked out by why the rocks started appearing and then I just disappeared. Whoops. I flew the complete opposite direction. As I am wont to do. You don't get to hide from enemies in cutscenes, it's true.
God.
No plot immunity. This song reminds me of another song, but I don't know what. That's gonna bug me all day.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's why he's called Cloud Retainer.
He retains the clouds. Or
And also-
something.
And
I'm
also
pretty sure
something
that's how
about
that
the way
works.
these rocks look. It's like clouds. Oh, come on out, Mr. Retainer. I need to send you on a 18-hour expedition.
Hey, who put this table here? They've even set it ready for dinner. There's a wine jug and everything. Ooh, they even have the guest names carved into the seats. Here sits Retainer.
Who is Guizhong?
Maybe Rex is short
Someone
for
very
Rex
important.
Lapis. But Paimon has no idea about Guizhong.
Gundam Battle Operation 2 PC hype. I'll play that eventually, probably. I don't feel like it though.
As for Retainer, that's it. When Mooncarver was going through the names of his Adepti buddies, he said there was one called Cloud Retainer.
I'm glad Paimon has decided to start speaking to me telepathically.
So this must be where Cloud Retainer and the other Adepti have their dinner parties. How about we cook up some extra special dishes for the Adepti? We're sure to get Cloud Retainer's attention that way.
What is the most disgusting thing we can cook for a god?
But what do Adepti even eat anyway? Paimon has no idea. People must make offerings here all the time. Guess all we can do is look around the area for any leftovers. Maybe that'll give us some ideas. Do you think maybe it's at all possible that the Adepti might like to try some sticky honey roast?
I wonder if the gods like the taste of Paimon.
They probably do.
Tastes like
Everyone likes the
gremlin.
taste of the taste of goblin.
Examine traces of cooking.
Oh, the ground is covered in flour. What a messy chef. Seems there's meat
Examine
in
traces
this
of
pie,
cookie.
but Paimon can't tell which kind. Do you think whoever cooked this made it as an offering to the Adepti? Paimon can't quite imagine an offering made of flour and meat.
Isn't that basically a calzone?
Huh? Our messy chef dropped a piece of paper on the floor. Ew, and there's a huge footprint on it too. But footprint aside, maybe it has something to do with this mystery dish.
What was he cooking? Oh, I see a challenge over there. This stupid red stick. That's what it is, right?
Yes.
Alright, what did this person
Very
cook?
Clean here. Whoever cooked here last obviously likes to keep things neat and tidy. Paimon bets they were making an offering to the Adepti. Looks like we got us some matsutake and some raw meat. And what do you know? The recipe is right here. This chef was a super organized person.
Could it possibly be that this was a cook-off between the three people who are sitting at the table?
No, maybe. Who knows?
Alright, what is this challenge? Ew. Ew!
Get with me. I'll settle this. By royal decree.
Scatter!
Delves into destiny. Yeah. Ha! Wings of darkness. Come, sever night from day.
Oh, that bastard.
Written in the stars.
I hate it when they fucking just barely get off the map. Ah! No!
Shadows of dissipate.
Well, that was miserable.
Sure was.
Let's try that again.
Propagate!
Out of my way.
Spring forth! Yeah!
Oz, reveal thyself. Shadow Raven, let night fall. Our bond is strong. Delves into destiny.
Yeah!
Decided by destiny.
There we go. I did it. All it took was more mashing, like an absolute ape.
Cry out my illustrious
Monkey.
name.
Reject thought, return to ape. Speaking of, where is the little goober? There you are. Come here, my... What the hell? That's a lot of treasure.
Hell yeah.
The shinies. The shinies.
By royal decree.
Also, I have an archer, which means I can just do this.
Pop him.
Wings of darkness. Come, sever night. Shadows of fate.
I did not even notice I knocked this one down. Oops.
Commit violence, Quip. You must.
Okay, Yoda.
Let me scry.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
That's one down.
Shadows of fate.
There. I've done it. This time it didn't take me 20 minutes to fucking kill them.
Did it.
A reward on the road.
That's so much fucking treasure. Delicious. I'm just slurping it all up. Hey, wait a second. That dropped a 4-star Berserker artifact. That's better than what I currently have.
Yay. You did it.
Is... Oh. God damn it. Alright, Amber. I have to bring you out once more.
At the ready. Opening a chest is like a delve into destiny.
It's like a what?
Stars.
I'm not letting you finish that sentence, Amber. Oh. I may have gone a little too ham on that.
Quip demands violence.
What they do this?
It's what I do best, Ruby. Any game that enables me to partake in violence is just too good.
Someone has definitely cooked here before. Do you think they were making an offering? Looks like they didn't use all the ingredients. Let's see here. We got some snapdragon, some lotus heads, some tofu. Whatever they were cooking, it sounds complicated. Hey, look over there. They left some notes too. Yup. It's a doozy. Paimon's not surprised they had to write it all down. It's a lot to remember. We should read it carefully.
Jewelry soup. Oh god, do we have to cook all 3 of those things? Ugh. Alright.
Quip hates cooking. He hates it.
Outrider Amber.
I haven't seen too many games do cooking mechanics in a fun way. At worst, it's like... No, at best, it's like inoffensive.
Fair enough.
Where is it? Oh, there we are. Jewelry soup. Perfection. At worst, it's the cooking minigame in Kingdom Hearts 3. Hold on. Matsutake meat rolls. What was the other one? That other one didn't give us a recipe, did it?
Don't think so.
I'll just hand him whatever random crap they gave me in a previous quest then, I guess. What the hell is it? Ugh. Mora meat it is.
War meat's pretty good. It's a nice cheap revival item.
Being
Use
able
it
to
a lot.
sprint over the water is just so weird to me. Thank you very much, Mona. But also, don't get too close to the fire. Apparently, if she sprints, she could turn the fire off. Which sucks.
Yes, correct. It's very funny.
Have I done the character hangout where the stuff's... What?
Oh, yeah, there's you unlock like a dating sim thing later called Character Hangouts. Don't worry about it right now.
Wait, I think... No?
I think you can do it now, but just don't worry about it yet. Like genuinely.
Oh. They seem to like that.
Good.
Delicious food. To be fair, if someone cooked like pizza, soup, and steak outside my house and offered it to me, I'd be
Yeah,
interested
no,
in one of them.
I would also do that.
Oh, motherfucker invited me into a dungeon.
Welcome to the dungeons, Quip.
Deep, dark fantasies.
Wait for my signal.
You'd make a terrible deity? What, because I like pizza?
Yes, Quip.
It is not a sin to like pizza. In fact, I would make it a sin not to like pizza.
One senses the presence of a sigil of permission.
Oh.
Knows not why you have come, though the sincerity of your offering is clear.
No, sorry, retainer. I'm
Shall
leaving.
be granted an opportunity. Find your way through mine abode.
I apparently need Amber for this.
You must.
You said pizza as an offering is not classy enough, but like... Did you see what we gave them? We gave them Mora meat. That's literally flour and meat.
It's baked dough. It's not just flour. The
Yeah.
water is implied.
That's literally more primitive than pizza, though. Pizza at least has, like, sauce on it.
Listen, if you cook it well enough, it tastes good. It's like, it's good.
One senses the presence of a sigil of permission. One knows not why you have come, though the sincerity of your offering is clear. Hence, you shall be granted an opportunity. Find your way through mine abode, and you shall receive an audience with the adept.
Oh, hey.
Sever night from day.
I need to get used to this the skill cooldown resetting, apparently.
Shadows of...
Scatter! Spring forth! Yeah, yeah.
Bloom works in mysterious ways. At least to me. I'm not big-brained enough to figure out why that works the way it does.
Thou wish to witness my true power?
Pineapple pizza offering is always good. Look, you can eat pineapple pizza, but if you offered pineapple pizza to me, I would smite you.
It clips like you can enjoy it, but if you do, I will kill you.
Look, that platform is moving. So that's what this button is for.
That's a button? Bit choosy, are we? If I'm a god, I have the right to be choosy.
Shadows of fate. Decided by destiny. No one escapes my sight.
Except the ones that are dead, apparently. Did this motherfucker just dig a fire slime out of a floating island? How do you do that?
Can't you?
These glowy pathways are very pretty, I have to admit.
Yeah.
There's no way for you to get up there. Where's a wind current when you need one?
It's a great, great question, Paimon.
The sins of the Paimon.
Never asked Paimon what she was doing 2,000 years ago or some shit. Alright, let's rotate you counterclockwise. FF14 has made me averse to the words clockwise and counterclockwise.
Why is that, Quip?
You know why.
Why, what could you possibly be talking about?
Alright, challenge, go. What am I killing? Oh, it's a puzzle.
You kill the puzzle.
Wait, was that 154 or 145?
What?
Okay.
You asked yourself that question, Quip.
3, 5, 1, 4. There was a puzzle like this on the mountain. It was very annoying.
I know the one.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? 2, 4, 1, 5, 3. It's like memorizing passwords, which is something I cannot do.
Wait, really?
I'm really bad at remembering passwords. See, you always eat Amber? No, the game's just forcing me to use her. Look at that, it's raining treasure. Oh, hey, look, it's a wind current that I was gonna try flying over to before I realized, oh, that I'm probably going to die. Same difference? No! No, I have no idea what you're talking about. There's no way that's the same thing.
Doesn't know, chat.
I can't help but feel I could have done that differently. Oh well. Another challenge. What will it be this time?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, no, this is just this thing. Clockwise! Reveal yourself to me. More of this. Am I supposed to activate something? Or is it just... No! Wait, hold on. Yay! I remember how these kind of puzzles work. I don't remember ever doing a puzzle like this in my entire life, but I apparently know how they work. I'm gonna blame MK Ultra on this somehow. Have you ever gotten one of those experiences where, like, you know how to do something, but you don't know why? Oh, it's another fucking bird.
One is most impressed. The path that leads through this abode defies those of ordinary abilities. The one before you is the Adeptus Cloud Retainer. Now speak of the matter which brings you here.
Oh yeah, the PlayStation Showcase thing showed Granblue. Yeah, Zeta and Vasaraka are playable in Rising? Or is that Relink? Relink, yeah. And then Siegfried is playable in Rising. Did I get that right?
Oh, yeah. The boys. The boys are back in town.
We have almost all the Dragon Boys playable. I think we're just missing Vayne, right?
Probably, yeah. I don't think Vane's playable yet.
They made Lancelot and Percival playable.
I mean, they're
They are.
despite our complete lack of interest in them, believe it or not, they're incredibly popular.
I don't doubt that Lancelot's definitely popular. And yeah, for same reasons, Percival too. I just. Did you build this whole place with this fucking Winchester house proportions?
You surmise correctly. This place did one self-build, as did one design the mechanisms within.
Were you just bored? Why did you design it like this?
In fact,
Why not?
even Guizhong
Wouldn't
and
you?
Rex Lapis themselves
No!
found one's technological accomplishments to be
Clearly
worthy
very
of
different people.
commendation.
Make the Cloud Retainer playable? Ah, yes. I too wish I were a bird.
This place
People,
is
Quip has not seen the Cloud Retainer's human design
You
yet.
really have this whole place to yourself? What's it even for? Did you build it as your private
It was
office and
it's
workshop or
nothing
something?
in game, but it was in the trailer.
This is her neat cave.
It's just like the story said. The Adepti leave the human world, find somewhere to go be a hermit, and then they research and invent all these amazing things.
Again, it's the neat cave.
One is simply not partial to the tedium of social interaction and wish to find some peace and quiet.
Nerd!
Find it one did. Shortly after which, you arrived bearing your sigil of permission.
Nerd.
State the matter which brings you here at once. You have disturbed the tranquility of this place for long enough.
Do you explain what happened in Liyue Harbor?
Rex Lapis.
Harbor.
Assassinated? How can this be? Such a heinous crime.
Ka!
The notion is so preposterous as to be unbelievable. One shall have to verify the truth of the matter independently. Perhaps one shall quash Liyue first, then convene with the other Adepti.
Yeah, you have fun with that.
Wait, what? Did you just say squash Liyue Harbor? Are you seriously gonna wipe out the whole city?
Only a response of sufficient magnitude can negate the possibility of further incidents.
Aren't you just supposed to protect the people there?
It is as you say.
It's fine.
If Rex Lapis has indeed been murdered, then Liyue is in great peril. To delay in quashing the threat is to invite further disaster.
So your solution is to nuke the place.
It is precisely because one does not wish to see further suffering.
There's no other options, Quip.
Exceptional measures are deemed necessary at this exceptional
You've tried
time.
nothing. We're all out of options.
We've exhausted our entire list of available options. All 0 of them. You accepted our offering. That makes us a contract.
Exactly what Paimon
Nerd.
was gonna say. We made all that delicious food and
Nerd.
gave every last bit of it to you. We were hoping you might help Leela out, not wipe Leela out. Or at least let's, discuss it first. Can't hurt for you to get a second opinion.
Contract? A cruel irony that you should appeal to the notion after the merciless murder of the god of contracts himself.
I don't think it's ironic. If you're honoring the spirit of the god of contracts, then you should still abide by that kind of rule, no?
Quite content to
Yeah.
dispense with their contracts. They are quite adept at taking that which is composed of black and white and turning it gray.
Oh, you don't like loopholes?
Nevertheless, since you come here in the name of contracts, far be it from one to abandon one's own contractual obligations. Least of all when you come bearing a sigil of permission. Rex Lapis infused these sigils with adeptal power when he first cast them. That power once aided humans in battle. Most of the sigil's power has long since worn off. It is but a keepsake now.
It's been months since you played this. Does the MC get another skin?
No.
This keepsake cannot be taken as proof of your
Despite popular
trustworthiness.
demand, MC
One
has yet
must
to receive a
investigate
second
the
skin.
claims that you make independently.
You get to play with the exposed navel the entire game.
This, no doubt, is Mooncarver's very reason for summoning us. Your audience with the Adeptus before you is now concluded. Leave at once, and
Very fitting for her, for the dialogue to cut her off at saying leave it once before she flies away.
So a reason for a lot of the weirdness with voice cutting is also because obviously the game was recorded in a different language at first,
Yeah,
and
I
everything's
figured.
timed to that language. They definitely could have handled it a bit better, but there is at least a reason for it.
So we've got
To be Wang Shu in.
a deer and 2 birds.
Julian Cars. This place seems basic. Are we really
Walk
gonna
into a
find an
bar.
Adeptus here?
Also, this place is really pretty.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
I
not
love
here?
pretty much every region in this game. I don't think there's
Fucking
a
mountain.
region. For me, there is not a region in this game that I would say overtly looks bad.
Fucking floating dildo in the sky.
To the blind, everything may not be as
Jesus
Spaceship.
Christ!
a sigil of permission. You came prepared.
Hello, your name is, Xiao?
Though this only prevents me from hurting you myself.
It's good old Shao,
doesn't
everyone's best
stop
friend
you from
Shao.
getting hurt in other ways.
Wait a second, I know this guy! He's that twink that keeps appearing in all my Twitter feeds. People love drawing this fucker.
Get it.
You sure
Too
do.
much
I
contact
love
with
this
our
guy.
world is breaking the rules. Mortal souls are not as robust as those of Adepti, nor can your blood carry this level of adeptal energy. It's for your own good. Leave. Now.
Wait a sec. We came here to. Ugh.
Did he just
Paimon's
vanish?
all he does is think about himself.
Yeah,
Do
that's
they...
just something you can do.
Fucker. Do they draw him innocently? You know they don't.
Mm-hmm.
An ugly nickname.
Mm-hmm.
Pick off an Adeptus.
Mhm.
The only thing you'll probably ever find in treasure chests is
Don't worry about it.
Do you know anything about this, Ruby?
Guess we should go ask the
He's
boss
very
lady about just
popular.
how she manages to talk to Adepti. reckons he'll be on the balcony. Doubt we're gonna find him in the kitchen.
Holy shit, that arrow went far. Alright, boss lady.
Scribe?
Reveal thyself. Oh god, that is a lot of quests. I'm stealing your books. Hello, little cat man. Hello, a distinctive but elusive dress sense, defined yet atypical facial features, and followed around everywhere by a floating elf goblin. Nope, can't place you. Tell me about the Adeptus.
Oh, you've already met Xiao. Not bad. Not often he's in a good enough mood to agree to see people.
That's his good mood?
Oh yes, the Adepti are very hard to come by. Many people go their whole lives praying to them, never once actually getting to see one. When the Geo Archon built Liyue, he borrowed power from the Adepti. But most of them only know how to protect Liyue by fighting.
Zhao, he's the freeloader in this building. Doesn't pay rent. Comes and goes as he please. Can't even evict him because he just disappears. Fucker.
So for many millennia, it has instead been humans who have led Liyue.
Oh, yeah? Humans who have led Liyue. That's it? Okay, game.
You really know a lot, huh, boss lady?
What else do you
It's not
want?
boss lady, it's just boss.
The second half of the sentence. Oh, it's just boss?
Anyway, seeing as you have the favor of the Adepti, things should be a lot easier.
Cat.
Cat.
Well, if you want to know my opinion, if you keep Xiao in a good mood, things should be okay.
I want to give that cat scratches behind the ear.
Good
Everyone
mood.
likes Cat.
Can't really imagine what a good mood looks like for that vigilant Yaksha.
Will be interesting.
Genuine
won't it?
question. Have you ever met anyone that genuinely just doesn't like a cat? I have not met a person that dislikes cats yet.
No, I think. I don't think so.
Come to think of it,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never seen him smile either. How about this? You go see the chef
Because it's
for a bowl of
like,
almond
why?
tofu
What's there
and
to
crave
hate
whatever
about a
it is
cat?
you're best at making.
Nothing. Nothing.
I mean, they can fucking fuck your shit up.
They're
Like-
just little guys.
Almond tofu is one of the few human foods Xiao likes.
They're just little
The other
guys.
dish is up to you.
Up to us, eh? What do you think you're the best at cooking?
Perhaps a Maha Manjusaka hot pyro slime?
Wow, never heard of that one.
Gesundheit.
Paimon wants to try it.
I'm going to make your mouth burn for 100 years straight.
But if we're gonna be looking for an Adeptus, perhaps the satisfying salad would be the safer choice.
That, or they punish you for picking something as cowardly as cooking a salad for them. Cats hate you and you hate them only because they scrounge through your garbage. Look, man, you're just looking for food. Can't really give them shit for that, can you?
You can't. Who would dare to do that?
Oh god. Okay, where's the kitchen? Let me cook. I now know how to cook almond tofu. Where the hell is the satisfying salad? There it is. I was like, wait a second. I know I have the recipe for that. I have never considered the possibility of eating a salad with apples, eggs, and potatoes. Alright, what was the other one? Almond tofu. Please tell me one of you sells almonds.
Mm.
I'm just robbing this fucking inn. Universal Peace is your go-to food. Why is that? Look at the good boy. Look at the doggy. Come on. I wish I could pet you.
You must.
Talk to the chef. Oh. Hey, do you have almonds?
Can't you see I'm on a break, kid? Scram.
Excuse me, we'd like an almond toast.
Scram.
Whoa. This chef guy's service is about as good as that Wagner guy's back in Mondstadt.
Look, I take my 10-minute breaks very seriously. If someone tries asking me to do something for them on the 10-minute break, it better be for good reason.
I see.
Says if you bother him on his 10-minute break, he's going to shank you.
Yeah, basically.
But my heart's not really in it right now. Not enough to make a dessert as
The
painful
sanctity
as
of the
almond
10-minute break.
Look, just give me almonds, dude.
And why is that?
tofu. A fencer's hand must be steady. So too must the hand of a chef.
Can we have your nuts? Your almond
But
nuts?
my hands, they're not steady.
Am I more concerned for a chef with shaky hands? Or for the people he serves?
Because a traveler once told me that this inn is haunted.
Yeah, and it's inhabited by
It's
God.
not
It
as bad
doesn't
as a
matter.
surgeon.
And then just
Oh,
now,
God.
Not as bad as a
in the
surgeon.
kitchen, I saw something. Something not right.
This chef looks so intimidating, but speak of ghosts and he becomes weak.
It doesn't make him any less of a man, Paimon.
I keep thinking, even Wangshu Inn isn't safe. I can't keep a steady hand for something like almond tofu.
All right, in the name of high-quality almond tofu, we need to go check this kitchen out.
It's time to perform an exorcism, Ruby. We're going to cleanse the stink out of this inn.
Doesn't seem to be anything.
Rip and tear until it is done.
That was a very glowy girl, but... Did she just swear?
People are allowed to swear.
Goblin noises. Apparently, yeah, there is a ghost in here. Sorry, dude. You're fucked.
What? You saw
Perish.
There really is a ghost.
What? How could I?
Okay, so he's useless now. What do we do? Forget it. Let's just go see the boss lady again.
Let's kill the ghost. It won't come back twice.
Scared of something so insignificant. Hard to believe he was once a notorious bandit.
He was a bandit?
You don't seem that afraid of ghosts, boss lady.
Gods and ghosts. I've seen it all before.
That's fucked up. Could you imagine, like, just this being the norm for you? We're seeing a god as mundane.
Come to think of it,
It's the world they live in.
no, there's an adeptus here at the inn except for the boss lady.
Shh.
It's not that
Don't
weird.
say any more and you'll be divulging my little secret.
It's just a regular fact of life.
Right. Best you two be off. Go see to it that that little ghost doesn't go scaring anybody else. Not that I'm ordering you around. It's like the Adeptus said. Mortal souls are not as robust as those of the Adepti.
Uh-huh.
So as not to be harmed when dealing with the Adepti, you can start by practicing with that ghost.
Sounds good.
But how should we persuade the ghost?
Who said anything of persuading the ghost, Paimon?
There is a calligraphy painting in the inn known as the Witness Sigil. It's been in circulation for over 1,000 years. Go take a look at it. Once you have, Look for a place outside where you can see the exact same witness sigil formation.
That's not the painting. It's upstairs. Rex Incognito. I see. That's a sigil, all right. Now we get to go outside
sigils.
and look for the same sigil.
Yes, sigils.
Yarg, where could it be? I keep hearing the noise. It's gonna drive me fucking insane.
What noise are you hearing?
The quest indicator.
Oh, perish.
This is not the quest object, but I have found this buddy. Which means... treasure. Reveal thyself!
Keeping this crane secure is crucial.
Where is it taking me?
Question.
What's he doing, man? What's he thinking? Oh, there it is. Get in there! Yes!
Finding treasure is pretty
We're
exhilarating.
feeling the satisfaction of a job well done.
Is that the sigil? Oh, find a place where you can see the whole witness sigil. Yeah? There we go.
There she is! So scary! Quick, you grab her!
Dusky Ming.
Get away! We have to follow her. If it's as the boss
What
lady
the fuck?
said, she won't disappear like last time.
She fucking teleported. That's cheating. I completely ignored... I'll get it on the way back. You there, small child. What are you doing out in the forest all by yourself? What is going on with the camera angle?
She doesn't know when to give up.
Did she possess the fucking machine?
Surely it's not possessed.
Perish.
Look, all bets are off now.
Let me scry.
Bastard, don't you fucking fly off away from me.
Silly churl, Billy churl.
Not bad, but it's not beating the lullaby from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Finally caught you. Paimon's pooped.
What did you do exactly, Paimon?
Silly
Her best.
Billy churl. Haunting things isn't nice. Little girl, are you listening? Chilly churl, frilly churl.
Am I supposed to go kidnap a hilichurl and bring it to her?
Now listen here, young lady. Oh, okay. Dusky Ming won't tease the travelers at the inn anymore. Next time, you can come play with Dusky Ming. If you don't come and play, Dusky Ming will come find you.
Bet. Alright, well, we've exercised the place, technically, by transferring the haunting to us. Totally fine. There it is. Not what I meant to do, but it's fine. We just... There we go. I thought I was a goner for sure. Children in this game are villains, including Timmy.
Timmy must die.
True. Fuck them kids and his little bird.
What? You really got the ghost to promise to stop haunting the inn?
Yeah, it's gonna haunt me now. So, say thanks.
Wow. You really are something. I am in your debt.
Well, good, because I'm here to collect.
Please, wait a moment. I'll make you the smoothest, silkiest bowl of almond tofu. My hands are steadier than ever now that she's gone.
What are you doing? What the hell is that little dance? Alright. Xiao, you lemony fuck. I'm here to give you your fucking tofu.
You two, again.
Why so antagonistic, dude?
Wait, don't go disappearing again.
What's this?
It's your favorite almond tofu, as well as this distant traveler's best dish, a satisfying salad. Quick, tell him everything before he finishes eating.
Rex Lapis. How could this be? I can't imagine it. Though times have changed, I've never imagined a Liyue without him. The ruling Qixing. Just what role have they played in this? I will seek Mooncarver, Mountain Shaper, and Cloud Retainer. It is time they too made their decisions.
Will the Adepti take over his role in Liyue?
Adepti do not turn on their responsibilities. I have my reasons to not want to be tainted by the mortal realm, but responsibilities are responsibilities.
Oh, what? Mr. Xiao's too good for mortals? That's why people draw you in the most compromising positions.
Our god is
Why do you assume the worst of people, Cliff?
No, because he's been a jerk to us this entire time.
Yeah, I mean, he has. He has been a complete dick in every sense of the word.
That does he mean? She's...
When conquering demons, on occasion, you can come across spirits who have never hurt anyone, yet are also not yet able to be moved on. So I asked the innkeeper and the boss if they could keep her here for a time.
So really, Wangshuin was looking after her. Really keeping a wide range of business going, huh?
I cannot imagine being the lady who runs this place. That sounds incredibly stressful. Imagine having to appease gods as your clients. Having to harbor ghosts as a favor to them. You can't exactly...
I'm sure it's not that bad.
I'm sure she's doing it because she's nice, but you don't exactly want to say no to a god, do you?
Yeah, no, probably not.
Oh, yeah, being able to see the city from up high like this, really cool. Oh, look!
Yeah, oh, I love this, yeah.
It's his corpse! It's still there! Fan-fucking-tastic. And dive. Hey, what's up?
You finally returned. How was your journey to Jueyun Karst?
Well, I may have made myself a traitor to the state.
I
hasn't.
see. Huh. Moon Carver, Mountain Shaper, Cloud Retainer, Conqueror of Demons. Some of these
Everyone
names
can
just
use a
come
little
up in the
traitoring
intel the Fatui gets hold of.
as a treat.
We just unintentionally gave the Fatui more intel. Huh. We're kind of dumb.
As a returning gift, I too have information for you. Regarding the Archon's passing, the Liu Qixing's response really has given me food for thought. They've announced that, as the true killer has not yet been found, they are not allowing anyone to pay their respects to the Exuvia. They've even gone so far as to try and cut off information. But with the right of dissension and all, even the Qixing isn't able to keep a lid on things.
Exuvia?
It's common knowledge in Liyue that Rex Lapis is also an Adeptus.
That's weird.
The Geo Archon is also the god of contracts, and is also known as the Exuvia, prime of the Adepti.
Man, Rex was really a busy lad, wasn't he?
The mighty and
Sure
illuminated
was.
Adepti of today all signed contracts to protect Liyue way back then.
God, he must have like the most boring, well, had the most boring life.
Guess that explains why they're all so focused on Liyue's well-being.
Naturally, they both have the responsibility and the aptitude for the job. If the ruling Qixing became unable to perform their duty properly, the Adepti have the right to take corrective action. The Geo Archon's spirit has risen, so why would the Qixing hide his vessel? Truly suspicious.
This makes things difficult for me too.
Oh, right! He's the whole reason we came here!
Yes, Paimon. we were in fact here to talk to him, but he's dead now, and everything we've been doing since has been a detour.
If the Liyue Qixing has locked up Exuvia and won't let anyone near,
Paimon learning about detours for the first time.
our quest to find the Seven is already over.
Yep, we can pack it up. Let's go fishing, Paimon.
Oh, you're trying to find the Seven? And just why might that be, pray tell?
Nothing to do with you.
Nice answer. A knight that gets duped by the Fatui would really be no knight at all now, would they?
Your flattery is as empty as your soul.
But I
Have
can
at
help
you.
too, you know.
Really?
Give me some time.
Well, we are technically gonna have to see their god next, right? Or at least at some point.
Time to find someone.
Yeah.
Someone who can help you break through this stalemate.
Oh, speaking of, one of the daily quests I got had me working for one of the Fatui guys. The one in the Mondstadt church.
Oh yeah. No, there's a lot of those. That's like cute.
And he was like, would you like to join the Fatui? And I'm like, I'll give it some thought. And Paimon's like, what the hell?
I don't know about that.
Truly fascinating. The harder they try to silence the situation, the greater the chaos that erupts.
People tend to find it really suspicious when the government is covering up something.
If
Yeah, what are you
want
talking
to see it all
about?
come crashing down, best you stay alive until we next meet. Yes?
Very poor choice of words with the crashing down thing. Ooh, Act 1 complete.
You did it.
Holy cuisine is inedible.
Yue cuisine is disgusting.
That was your introduction to Space China. By which I mean Fantasy China.
Space China.
That's the other one.
Oh. It's time to wait an entire day. Shit. Ah! How did that cancel it? I'm going to stand on this exact fence for like an exact 24 hours. Made in heaven!
But no, the copyright.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I said maiden as in maiden, not made in as in
I
made
see.
in.
I see. I see.
What? We're talking to the bank staff.
Scry the sky.
Oh, we have to go inside the bank. I don't really wish to actively socialize with the people here. That's the second introvert I've met here. Bye. You know what their masks remind me of? The masks you see in the South Shroud in A Realm Reborn.
I get it. I kind of get it.
Oh, I'm just serving myself more of a drink here because it's starting to get a little hot. It is certainly starting to heat up. Not as hot as it was earlier in the week, but we're at a solid 90, which I don't remember what that translates to in Celsius.
I can check probably.
I can't believe the Fatui runs to the bank.
Who could have seen this
Welcome,
coming?
child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui.
I wish there was more dialogue to play along with this. Not to actually join them,
What do you mean?
but just to be like... Because my options here are, I don't consider Child a friend, and I have no intention of joining the Fatui. I wish we
To
could
be
at least...
fair, he is objectively a terrible guy.
Yeah, no, but I wanted, like, you know, just a sarcastic option or one where you just play along and just go, yep, definitely, my first time with the Fatui. Yep, I'm definitely having a great time here.
Yeah, definitely. I get
You
it.
sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the permafrost.
You know she's only one of 7 gods, right?
But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement. What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy? Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly. Ah, where is that guy anyway? Child is currently at Leoli Pavilion. Oh,
Lily Pavilion?
Paimon knows this one. There are 2 styles of cooking in Liyue, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries, but neither has emerged as the clear winner.
She's also the worst god by the sounds of it. She's the White Witch of Narnia. Okay.
The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Lili Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face to face with the Shinyue Kiosk, which is the flagship restaurant of the Yue style.
You are like this every time we talk about food.
Don't talk to Paimon like that.
Girls gotta eat.
Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
I wonder why you're hungry. Hungry is your default state of being, Paimon. Chapter 1, Act 2, Farewell Archaic Lord. Alright, we're gonna find Child again. You said he's objectively a terrible person, right?
Yeah,
But he's a playable character.
yeah.
Is he, like, the worst among our playable cast, or is there someone who's even more of a dick than him?
No, but he's just kind of a dick. He's not horrible. He's just a huge dick. Biggest dickus.
Yeah, but I was asking, is there anyone in the roster who's worse?
Probably. Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm inside your walls.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liyue Qixing would hide the Geo-Archon's vessel.
So, where is he? In Liyue Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liyue custom.
I'm a huge fan of when games like to add just absolutely despicable people as playable characters.
Yeah.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Mr. Zhongli. Who could... Oh.
Hi.
Anime pretty boy. With the fucking highlights and everything. He's got the whole package.
Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhong Li, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui.
Wang Sheng?
Indeed, Wang
Wang
Sheng's
Sheng
work
Funeral
can
Parlor.
be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed.
It's Mr. Bun Buns? What the fuck?
And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
That's a very nice way of saying we like doing illegal, immoral shit.
A few crimes as a treat.
We call that a little bit of trolling, Ruby.
It is an honor to meet you.
That is not the voice I expected to come out of that dude. You are not an anime twink pretty boy. You have the voice of a fucking grown-ass man.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wang Sheng some kind of business involving dealing with people?
Yes, they kill people.
Indeed. It is as you have guessed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer?
Yes.
The Fatui calls many such people
Yes.
friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly.
Ostensibly?
Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhong Li because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure.
I love the look my character's giving.
Away by order of the Tian
Yeah.
But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhong Li has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst.
That's true. The Adepti are staying away from Niue.
As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Leo's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is sacrilege.
Well, they do have a decide. What the fuck is this? What is this dialogue saying? They do have a. Oh, deicide. I'm fucking dyslexic. Never mind.
You did it, Clip. You figured it out.
They do have a deicide to deal with.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo Archon's last rites?
Child says too much.
Oh? In our line of work, this means
Don't worry
that you want
about
to
it.
silence me. How interesting. Draw your sword. We shall... Just kidding. Let's continue, shall we?
No, fuck it. Let's pick up where we left off. Pull out your sword, fucker.
The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the seven.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again.
Looks like there's no other choice.
If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
This dude's got some weird eyes.
What do you mean?
I don't know, like,
All right, my bridge building work here is done.
they look
Turned out
different
well,
than...
didn't it?
I guess that's something silly coming from me.
You can go if
They
you
just
want.
look weird.
Don't worry about me. I might just
Yeah,
have
by
a
their
few
standards, you're the
moments,
fucking weirdo
and
here,
get
just so
acquainted
we're
with these
clear.
things they
Yeah.
call chopsticks in the meantime.
Chopsticks. Whoa. I'm stepping in your food. What are you gonna do about it? Take that. Get owned, idiot. Ah, I got stuck in the chair.
Good job, Quip. You did it. You showed them.
All right, but the way this dude's designed, he's playable, isn't he?
Hmm? Zhongli?
Zhongli, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, of course he is. What
That
do you
is
think?
that is absolutely a playable character design. Teabag him? I don't think you can teabag in this game, can you?
After having
No.
experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue?
I mean, they've got their pros and cons. I don't know if I could say I prefer one or the other. This place is definitely prettier. And Mondstadt is literally just the one fucking city and then like one random ass village off to the side. At least this place is huge by comparison.
How dare you insult the sanctity of Mondstadt?
I'll say Liu is probably the better place for now.
Indeed. The weight of 3,700 years worth of history runs deepest in the true divinity of Liyue. Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng funeral parlor's connections.
And you're gonna let him use the connections?
Huh. What would Child
Yeah, why not?
us doing the rite of parting anyway?
He's probably gonna break in. Probably gonna take the thingy.
I neither know nor do I wish to know.
Who
As
cares?
far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure.
You know, that kind of attitude is probably how insidious shit manages to happen. But you know what? Let the pieces fall where they may.
These are the
I don't know what
advanced
you're
funds the
talking
child has
about,
provided.
Quip. I don't see how
You can use them
anything bad could
however you
ever
wish
happen
to
in this
apply for any
scenario.
subsequent funding.
Wow.
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prize Noctilucus jade worthy of a deity.
The dude's got an exceptionally powerful voice.
Hell yeah.
Like, all the other dudes I've met so far have kind of had the standard young man, teenager voice. His stands out for that reason. Oh, hello.
Welcome to the
It's a
Jade
very
Mystery,
powerful
my good
voice.
friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day.
Is this a scam?
It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
This is a scam.
Betting?
What could you possibly be talking about?
Noctilucus jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucus Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
A man who makes his living off betting on stones can't be trusted so lightly. Yeah, he's a con artist. These are all probably fake.
Very good. It seems you have learned some tricks of the trade.
What do you think, Mr. Zhongli? How should we pick from these pieces of Noctilucous jade?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again!
What?
Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the Mora if we buy them all?
Actually, it's 2 times more, Mora.
More.
Correcting her at every fucking possible avenue. We must make sure the gremlin understands.
It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
Doesn't this dude run a company?
If one must always
What do you mean?
consider Mora
He runs the funeral parlor, right?
then in all
No, he's an
by Mora.
how do I say this?
Mortician?
Assistant, consultant.
Oh. So he just has no idea how money works.
No, he has no fucking clue how money works. This is the most broke man on the planet.
That's not good.
All Mora is currency.
Sure is it.
But not all currency is Mora.
And now he's your problem, so have fun with that.
It sounds like he's loaded.
So loaded that he doesn't even bother hunting for a bargain.
Oh, he's just so fucking rich he has no concept of saving money.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations.
This man has gold reserves. he has a hidden bank account in the fucking islands.
Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafting merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat control was poor.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated.
Oh, you have no idea, Paimon.
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous
Kid named Finger.
is a mystical stone
Kid
used
named
to
Finger.
light up the darkness, and so its brightness is the important thing. It is the moon.
That reminds me. Did you see that tweet that hit like 500,000 retweets recently? That it's just the frame of Walter doing the fucking face from Breaking Bad. There's a Twitter account that posts one frame of Breaking Bad episodes every hour or whatever. And it finally posted that fucking scene of him like falling to his knees and making the sad face.
So the appropriate amount of gravitas was granted towards that, I'm sure.
People were like waiting for that shit for ages. They were waiting for the moment it would hit that exact frame, and it just blew up on Twitter. And it's just a picture of Walter White. It's just the one picture. I don't know how Breaking Bad just like synchronized with the perfect wavelength of meme culture. But it has affected me. My brain is permanently damaged because of Breaking Bad memes. I can say I've lost at least 100 brain cells to that.
Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior.
Look on the bright side, Quip.
In other words, the blue
I forgot where I was
the
going with
luster
that.
of the ore under high
We
temperature.
we were looking for the
the
moon,
higher
Ruby.
its quality.
Is this normal life for a high-class gentleman?
I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you. Now, all that's left is to put it into practice.
Priceless, huh? Hyman's just sad that we might never be able to use it again. We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell?
Then can we get some small samples?
That would... well... fine. As you wish, then. How about this? I can take a small sample of all three. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
All right. Take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
These samples.
Aren't these too thin?
These are fucking Cheez-Its.
Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
This is impressive handiwork.
Oh, you flatter me, but I have to be gentle with these rocks. They are my pride and joy. If I'd taken off even a bit more, it would have killed me.
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Nonetheless, under the right conditions, these thin slices will serve.
Zhongli has the most colorful metaphors.
What sort of conditions?
One way to put
While
it.
we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
This merchant's got an excellent poker face. You know, on the inside, he's like, oh fuck, he's onto me.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out.
I remember this spot in the Dalpa Gorge.
Oh, Paimon remembers. We once saw this.
That's oddly specific for you to remember.
Yeah, I don't...
Of the hilly churls from the meaty tribe. It's real sturdy and should be able to take the elemental reactions.
I use the part of my brain that, like, stores the most embarrassing memories from when I was a kid to remember this exact random-ass spot.
Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move.
Does that happen to you often, Ruby? Or, like, you'll just be doing something completely unrelated or unassuming, and then you just suddenly go back and remember the most embarrassing thing you did in, like, 6th grade?
Confess, not particularly.
Damn, it's just me then. Fuck.
Yeah, sorry.
Kid named Moonfinger. What the fuck? Oh! That's where the gorge is. God, good old Mondstadt. You just gotta travel 2,000 miles.
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the nation.
Where are you?
A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of Pastores...
He's in your Final Fantasy party.
Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
He's a well-traveled dude, apparently.
That's the pot.
Very.
Looks like the hilly trolls are still using it.
I figure when you're that rich, you might as well.
Yeah, basically.
By cut the line, you mean genocide, right?
By royal decree. Written in the stars. Let it rain.
Oop!
One shall
Oops.
descend once again.
That's fine. She'll be okay. Let's throw her in the pot as well.
There's still soup in here. These hilly trolls sure have big appetites.
Shame to let it go to waste. Want to eat some, Paimon?
This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection.
Paimon desires sustenance.
Begin our experiment. We're ready.
Paimon, we have to cook.
Paimon will help remember which one of the three is which. Use Pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is. So, pay close attention.
I'm not going to pay close attention at all. All right, Amber. Light it up.
Whoa, that light came from the first Noctilucous Jade. Hilly trolls are surrounding us again. Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors. Let's take care of them. and
Neighbors?
see you again.
We are on their property. It's not heating up anymore, is it? Ow. All right, let's kill them.
Murder.
Punish their existence of the sin of existing.
How dare they?
I did not give you permission to live on your own property. Now die.
Let me scribe.
I'm gonna assume it's that first one that's glowing extremely powerfully.
From the second Noctilucous Jade, didn't it?
Oh,
More hilly trolls. They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food.
it's fine. We're just adding flavor to their stew.
Flavor.
What, you don't eat rocks in your soup, Ruby?
Can't say I do, Quip.
You should. It makes for a very healthy diet.
I'll keep that in mind.
You know, once the doctors have to fucking empty out your stomach because you're getting shredded from the inside. Alright, let's heat up the pot once again.
Oh, that's bright! Too bright! That was the third Noctilucous Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
I was hoping I could jump inside the pot and just fucking get scalded. Alright, first let's resurrect Fischl. It reminds you of the Musgrow quest. Have I done it? Where she studies Hilitrol language? Yes, I think that was one of the first side quests I did.
Yeah.
Alright, Mr. Merchant Man. We have uncovered your scheme.
My friends, I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like?
I'd like the third one.
Exactly! That's the one Paimon remembers too!
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious. Whatever do you need this much top quality Noctilucus jade for?
None of your business.
I suppose
None, yeah.
it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make implements for the rite of parting.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them. This means that Rex Lapis really is...
Imagine this being the way you fucking accept that your god is like straight up dead.
Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade
There's worse
Mystery
ways.
has been in decline, we have always been under his protection. It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights.
While going incognito? What does that... Was he just fucking chilling out and you got lost? Damn, dumbass. What you calling God dumbass? I could call Venti a dumbass.
Alas.
Quip will be
Alas, all
smited.
things must pass. Well, if this is to be used to say farewell to Rex Lapis, then I shall sell this to you at half the price.
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such a thing.
I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
Yeah, wherever his dead ass is.
In the safe hands of the Liyue Cheating and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for one believe that Liyue will continue to prosper as it always has done.
Yeah, so let's not get ourselves down just yet.
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this? I'll practically be giving away all my fortune at this rate.
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucus jade back.
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Yeah, you're gonna pay for it.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to do that too. Let me see. As I thought, I didn't bring any.
Oh, you bitch.
Any what?
More.
Being mastered by
My
hubris.
apologies. Another oversight on my part.
A local of Liyue who doesn't have money on their mind.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, wait. Didn't Child give us some advanced funds earlier?
That's right, and I have them on me.
That's a relief. Have a look, boss.
That's
Is it enough?
right, man.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite enough.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Eugene.
Well, that
Terrace.
worked out
That's
very
where we plan
nicely.
to hold the rite.
All things considered.
Look at you, bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single mora.
Please remember to bring money next time. I'm broke too. Do you see this outfit? What do you think I carry pockets?
I will do my
I say with an actual bag on my outfit.
Thanks.
At least I think. Is that a bag on my outfit? Yeah, no? No, that's just the weird belt. What is up with this belt, actually? What?
Don't worry about it.
It's on straight, then he just... I don't like that.
What don't you like?
I wish I'd never noticed that. The way the belt just kind of sags away. That's a Kamen Rider belt? Hell no, it isn't. That actually reminds me. I really like Kuga's belt.
Yeah, it's great.
It's really minimalistic, but I also like the way it changes when he powers up. And I was talking to my friend who I was watching Kuga with, but I really like that when he powers up, the outfit doesn't get really fucking gaudy. It's enough of a change to show that, yeah, this is his powered up form, without it looking like... How do I put it? Like, a really solid example of what I mean is, have you seen, fucking forgetting how to say it. Kyoryuger.
Yes, I have seen Kyoryuger.
You know his power up? That's what I
What?
mean.
Which one?
The super one where he gets the noodly arm thingies.
Oh, yes, yes, I am familiar.
That's what I mean by gaudy. Like,
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to
Yeah,
shape
no,
her
I
into
get it.
the implements that we will need.
like I like Kyoryuger. I just think that outfit's it's a bit much.
It is. It is a little much, isn't
Yes.
it?
I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
We'll pay the jewelsmith when he arrives.
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of parting?
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making preparations for the rite.
So we're just shooting the scene of the crime to...
The Liu Qixing have agreed to this arrangement.
I can't help but feel that this is a bad omen.
But when something this big
Boy, what do you
happens
mean?
here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene?
We're
We might get
we're
caught
doing the
by
rite of
police.
parting at the same place where the dude died? I don't know.
Where else do you do it?
I-
It's the rite of parting.
Although with that said, since we got back from Dway and Karst, none of those pesky Lilith soldiers have come chasing after us. Wonder what that's about.
Yeah, Paimon, I wonder what happened to all of those soldiers that were following us.
We just don't know.
Also, the, Rex Lapis vessel.
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli. So, was this Exuvia hidden away by the Qixing? I mean, we haven't even figured out who the murderer is.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here.
Seems a bit too easygoing.
These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to
I'm
consider.
sure it's fine.
Trying to help would probably only add to their troubles. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Golden House?
Yes, it's like Waffle House, but in China.
The only mint in Liyue. Which
Yes,
is to say
exactly,
the only
Chad.
mint in Tibet.
Exactly.
All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there.
Wow!
Paimon is getting ideas in her head with this newfound knowledge. Look at that face. Look at those widened eyes. Those are the eyes of a crazed killer.
Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks
I don't think
it sounds
Paimon's killing
bad.
anything anytime soon, I'll be
Why
real.
do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
True.
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available.
They must have some ulterior motive.
Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation once in a while is not unacceptable.
Wow, you really seem to be an advocate for this capitalism thing, Zhongli. Very well.
What gave you that
The
idea?
god of contracts reigns. Only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers outside their remit. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes?
Perfumes? Where'll we get those? Do we buy them?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. The quality of the silk flowers we require is also special.
Oh god.
Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. Its scent, however, is most elegant, and is especially suited for solemn events, like giving offerings to gods and adepti.
Imagine being the people that are assigned to bury a god. Yeah, I wonder how those Romans felt putting Jesus in the cave.
It's time for Jean
Probably
Louis
very
lectures
nervous.
on high society again.
We shall not speak of the details right now. Follow me. We shall go to the merchants to purchase our ingredients.
But yeah, actually, Ruby, I was gonna say my favorite of the 4 Kuga forms is the purple one. I forgot what it's actually called, but it's the one where he pulls out the sword.
Uh, I don't remember either.
I
It's been
think
a
it
while.
was Titan,
Titan.
because they're all named after like some kind of mythological creature, right?
Yeah, it's Titan form.
I like it because that one's just the face tank. Like he just takes hits like nothing.
Oh, it's so good.
Show me your finest flowers, good sir, with your very fancy mustache.
Do you sell silk flowers here?
Silk flowers? We certainly do. Which kind would you like?
Which kind? The good kind? The best kind? Remind Paimon what kinds there are again?
This is how we get scammed in markets.
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
coming in here with your stupid questions.
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of each to start with, if you don't mind.
My goodness, this gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to...
This is what I get for calling Paimon emergency food.
Now then, please peruse at your leisure. Do let me know if you have any further thoughts.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Nevertheless, these are fine specimens, excellently preserved. Just look at the abundant foliage here, and these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain is an evergreen, and mostly grows under complex hydrological conditions.
I could listen to this man read bedtime stories to me.
In contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, it is distinguished by the profusion of petals and densely packed stamens, though its powerful scent gives it away just as easily. Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal, and when in season, it has a subtle yet enduring scent. It was first discovered by the ancients when they scaled the mountains in search of the Adepti. Silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history. Most are not grown by horticulturalists.
It sounded like he said not grown, not now grown.
Wow, a true connoisseur. Most of that was news even to me.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track.
Flip is a master of purchasing things.
I'm still an ignoramus on horticulture.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So, which silk flower did you want anyway?
Zhongli really captured that essence of going on a rant about this fucking specifications of a specific Gundam that appeared in a magazine in 1993's Weapons, and then going, oh, sorry, I only know some Gundam trivia, sorry.
I'll take them all, boss.
Again?
How can I put this?
Clipnet would know a lot about
Purchasing
this.
objects, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. The same logic applies when purchasing a pet bird. But this silk flower purchase is not an analogous case. The same logic does not apply. Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower when making an offering to a statue of the Seven. Rex Lapis will then make his own choice between the scents.
Wait, we're supposed to offer perfume to those statues? I've been throwing, like, these fucking elemental orbs at them.
Like several other
I'm sure it's
complicated
fine.
traditions, this one has become simplified over time.
I imagine Barbados is okay with it because he's him. Like, imagine...
Yeah, what gave you that idea?
My first time walking up to a Geo statue and I'm like, behold, rocks. And then Rex Lapis is just like, what the fuck is this?
But this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the 7 in 3,700 years. As such, I do think we should honor tradition down to the last detail in this case. Now that's settled, a question. Do you have any Mora?
You broke ass motherfucker.
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
Listen.
By this point, I'd be more surprised if he'd remembered.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offering to the Lord of Geo himself?
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? I heard the awful news about what happened at this year's Rite of Dissension. It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since. I'm worried that everything I've heard is true.
I think I remember hearing a thing in Chinese culture where you're not supposed to say certain things because you might manifest that. Am I thinking of
My mom
that?
bugs me about it all the time, but I don't know if that's Chinese culture specifically.
Is that like an Asian culture thing?
It might be.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's like something equivalent everywhere, right? That's probably
Probably.
not an uncommon belief. But I feel like I remember hearing about that from somewhere.
Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, they're free of charge. Just don't forget to pass on my regards.
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if not for Rex Lapis. If he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares, they'd only be worth a fraction of what I can sell them for today.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo appearances in support of local businesses.
I can't believe Rex Lapis was a fucking influencer.
Thank you, boss.
I can believe it very
I
easily,
speak for
actually.
all of us when I say that your generosity has saved our skins.
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money.
I think I'm onto his game. He's not an idiot. He's very shrewd. And he's using the sympathy of it being an offering to their god to get its fucking discount.
Please, it's the least I could do.
I could possibly have given you that idea, Quip.
So, now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Easy, you just squeeze the flowers.
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances have personal experience in the art of decoction.
Talk about first world problems.
Yeah?
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk, especially women.
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice-smelling ladies to talk to? Paimon likes this job.
I will wait for you near the statue of the Seven. Meet me there when the perfume is ready.
Maybe we can find some good
See, if we do that in game, it's considered a nice gesture. But if I go around walking in the streets of Vegas, going up to nice-smelling ladies and ask them to make me perfume, I'm a freak.
Yes, Quip. That's generally considered the case.
Have I buried God yet? No, we're collecting perfume for him. Can't believe there's an entire act of this game just for making preparations for someone's funeral. Even if it is God.
Some more fortune.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is kind of a different scope if it's God.
Oh, right. There's a... It's just Catherine.
Ulan, we need to ask you for a favor.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago.
sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventurer.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
Do I go for the straightforward answer, or do I go for the psychopath response where I just go, "You smell great"? That sounds funnier. Let's do it.
Wow. Just wow. I'm just going
Quip
to
confirmed
assume that you're
psychopath?
either joking or
Yes.
being sarcastic. To be fair, I put a lot of effort into my
Psycho
appearance for someone
streamer.
who spends all their time in the great outdoors.
It's a passive debuff that comes from streaming out of Vegas.
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lon. What's your secret if not perfume?
Fun fact: Catherine and Nurse Joy are the same being. You know, I was gonna make reference to that. She's like a Nurse Joy. There's just one in every city, and it may or may not be the
Yeah.
same one.
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. What is that scent? Oh, it must be from the Genshin flowers I picked on the way back. I forgot I still had them with me.
Aha! The truth is out. Lon's got a soft spot for wildflowers.
No, they were for medicinal use only.
That's what they all say. Oh, it's medicinal. Yeah. Get in line, lady.
Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about perfume, try talking to Chimay.
The fortune teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty good. Thanks, Lon. See you around.
Let's go get our fortune read. Drop kick!
Hello. How may I help?
I want my fortune read.
We've come to ask you a question.
Oh my god, it's letting me do it again. I have to do it, Ruby. You smell great.
Thanks.
Sorry, you caught
You
me
did
off
it,
guard.
Quip.
Most
Everyone's
people aren't
proud of
so
you.
direct.
Don't worry, I will be punished for my sin soon enough.
I think we need more time to get to know each other.
Wait, she's not taking this as creepy?
We just wanted to know what perfume you normally use.
That's not supposed to work.
You're never getting this chance again, Quip. You must
I
shoot
don't
now.
actually use any. That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps that's the cause of this confusion. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a whiff and come hunting for the source.
The lusty sailors.
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
Let's try to double down on that, Paimon. I'll keep that in mind.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Yingar's homemade perfume?
Yingar?
Yanger?
Yeah.
Oh, as in scent of spring, Yanger?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them. Apparently, her homemade product is better than anything you'll find on the market.
Great! This is just the intel we need. Finally, we're getting somewhere.
The fucking quest marker over there on the side. I have to know. What is this? Oh, it's a viewpoint. Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
I'm kind of biased because I do live, well, I come from a coastal state, but I really like cities that are built by beaches. It's really pretty. Some of the
Yeah, I
architecture you
agree
can get
with
from
that.
there are kind of unique, and there's something really nice about having a view of the ocean.
I agree with that.
Only when you're up close, though. Like this one time when I was in LA, I was at the top of one of the skyscrapers and I could see the ocean from there, and for some reason that made me feel fear instead of the normal calmness I get.
That's a bit odd.
It's kind of weird, you know? Being so high up that you can see the ocean from a place that is not surrounded by water.
I guess that makes sense.
Why am I up here? I got so distracted by the conversation that I forgot to actually go to the person. Hello, Yingar.
Well, hello. You found me at last. I've been waiting for you.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
What? How did you know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady.
Finally, someone who's as creepy as me.
Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad people?
Well, to be fair, I was going around talking to women by saying, "You smell good."
What can I say? People love to talk.
That would certainly give some apprehension to some.
To get around.
People love to talk, yes, about the fucking freak who's being weird around everyone.
Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind would you like?
The flirty answer, whichever one you're wearing. No, we'll play this straight. A bespoke triple silk flower variety.
3 in one go. My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling ammunition? Is that it?
You got a problem with that?
Ay, 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 who let this tiger out of the cage? Well, with your looks, who can blame you? If you've got it, flaunt it. As one of my favorite poems goes, "O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are deflowered in the spring, for come winter, even thy sturdiest wood shall wither."
What did you mean by this?
That went over Paimon's head a little.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant, but you'd better make sure I'm the only person on your mind while you're hanging around with me.
There's nothing on my mind. Nothing passes through my head. Except air.
So, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet...
No brain, only quip now.
Oh, we're going back to the Dalpa Gorge.
Where is that? Mondstadt? We're only making some perfume. There's no need to go to such ridiculous lengths.
I want industrial quantities of perfume.
Somewhere closer to home will do. Let's go for the kitchen at Wan Min Restaurant.
More.
It's nice that they'll just let anyone into their kitchen to cook whatever the fuck concoctions they're making.
Fair. If someone wanted to use my kitchen, I probably wouldn't think too much of it. I would not assume the worst.
We are going to make bioweapons in your kitchen, Ruby.
Are you ready to please me?
What did you say?
I meant make me proud, as my assistant, obviously. While I'm setting up, you can go and fetch some water.
Yeah, I bet I need to get some water because you're thirsty as hell, lady. There's your water. Thank you, Mona. Fetch some water from what?
Have you fetched the water? Have a look behind one.
Oh, it's behind.
Chef
We're just stealing this dude's shit. Even if it is just water, we're just...
Fine.
Niue only has one kitchen. They all share it. That sounds like...
My turn in the kitchen today.
That sounds like a logistical disaster waiting to happen.
This water will do
Sure does,
nicely.
doesn't it?
Now, I need you to extract the silk flower essence using a crafting bench. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, take hold of the mortar and pestle. Gently does it. You need to keep your wrist firm so your hand doesn't slip. Now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Ooh, you're a natural, like a fish to water. Now take these and try it out on your own using a nearby crafting bench. Don't forget to do all three. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process, but I will put them into separate containers when the perfume is ready.
Finally, I've upgraded from cooking food to cooking oils. Is this just an empty crafting bench? No one attends to this shit? Alright. Is this an actual mechanic, Ruby, or is this exclusively for this quest?
What do you mean? This crafting potions?
Yeah.
This is a mechanic.
Oh
They're
no.
teaching you how to craft. You don't have to use potions. They're really not necessary. I can think of like 2 times I've ever used potions.
Must have been really desperate situations, huh?
It was when I was
This
starting
is
out and
some
I didn't know that there's no
exquisite
reason to make
silk-flower
potions.
essence.
Ah.
On to the next stage, the most important one of all.
But Ruby, you have to craft tinctures. High quality tinctures. They last longer and have higher effects.
The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat until most of the water has boiled off.
Ruby, your purse!
My stacks.
You must take care to control the heat during this process. If the temperature goes too high, it will affect the scent.
You forgot this game has Chimera? Who or what is Chimera?
So please, focus on controlling the heat. This is the final step. Don't waste a drop of that essence now. We want all of it in there.
With a little guidance, you help Yinger make some perfume.
All 3 perfumes are ready, and you, my friend, were a wonderful assistant. A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays.
I was thinking of you the whole time.
Wow, you actually remembered my throwaway comment.
The thing used in photography. A camera spelled with a C? Chimera, like, my brain went to Gamera for some reason.
It's a camera quip.
Kaiju
Camera.
brain. Kaiju brain.
You know, you're cuter than people give you credit for. If I didn't have my guard up, I can see how easily one could be taken in. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent to the right occasion.
Paimon wants to hear this.
My brain has been so rotted by mecha and kaijus that, that I'd sooner process the word Gamera than camera.
This first
God.
one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Younger women will love it. The second one is for those with more refined tastes, the first choice for daughters of high society. Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. Mature women adore this one. All clear? Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin the mood.
I think I got it.
Good. Be sure to come visit if you ever need help with anything, okay?
I won't, but
I'll
thanks.
leave you with some parting words. One
Groups like
who
Giga
tries to
Chad,
sail
no.
3 boats simultaneously should be careful not to go overboard.
Do you think I get any bitches, lady?
Come and
Who
hang out with
knows?
me at Scent of Spring sometime, okay?
No, I have to go meet God and kill him.
Over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while.
Oh yeah, I haven't made any actual offerings to the statue in a while. I wonder if I have enough.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Someone get some juice up.
Watch, we have like 2. 5. Respectable, but not quite enough to hit level 6.
Not. Yeah.
You, Shangli.
We've brought the perfumes, Mr. Zhongli. Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
I think that's called praying.
Oh, you're back. Don't worry, I haven't waited long. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief moment.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfumes?
3 sets, and not 1 less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and it's liked by younger ladies. This is the second kind.
Almost accidentally closed Discord. Whoops. That would have been bad.
It happens.
The third kind?
Actually, that reminds me.
Gentle but lingering fragrance.
My buddy, who I'm watching Kuga with, for some reason...
And it's a favorite of cheerleaders.
Good time.
Sorry. When we watch Kuga together, only when he's playing it does he get like randomly disconnected from the Discord call for no apparent reason.
Oh.
I swear,
So
last
Kuga.
night it happened like 6 times.
It's the curse of Kuga.
I guess the
I don't know
final,
what curse.
the curse.
But it's some sort of curse.
The curse is that he explodes periodically. Oh man, the explosions in Kuga, dude.
They're so good, aren't they? Just stuff explodes because it can.
I kicked you. What? No! I'll have my revenge, Kuga!
I'll have my revenge shortly before they fucking disintegrate.
I think one of my favorites is the one where they lured the monster into an isolated warehouse because they were afraid that if she exploded, her acid would spread all over the place and kill people.
Yeah.
So he like beat her up, and as she was exploding, he had to do the fucking motorcycle slide underneath the closing door.
Oh, right.
But obviously he has this fucking bulky ass motorcycle, right? When it has like the beetle armor on it.
Yeah.
So they basically had to like Photoshop the motorcycle at an angle and just have it like as a moving image over the screen because how the fuck are you supposed to maintain balance on a motorcycle like that at that angle? It looks goofy, but I get why they did it.
Yeah.
That's the one older ladies
I think it was a good scene though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like Kuga is a well-produced show given its budget and the time it was made.
Oh, absolutely. Considering the time, the period, that shit's nuts.
And apparently Rex Lapis is an older lady.
Does that mean that Rex
Kind of.
Lapis is actually an older
I mean, look at him. He's a little dainty, right? You look at him. He's like, oh.
Let me look at the statue.
Rex
I
Lapis
haven't
has
actually gotten a
taken
good
on
look at
countless
it.
Forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
It's similar to the other statue. This one just shows fucking Georicon instead.
Let's hope the Cheesing can catch the real killer.
Wait, isn't Rex Lapis the Georicon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can leave that to the authorities. Let
Gods
us
don't
focus on the
necessarily
fond
have one
farewell
form.
for Rex Lapis.
Well, we do need to see the Exuvia.
So, we finished another step in our preparations. What's next?
Hold on, where the fuck is that coming from? My phone is vibrating, but I have no idea where it is. And it's like a very faint but present sound. There we are. Alright, put it on silent, my bad.
Next, I would like the two of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
The cleansing bell?
Cleansing bell?
At present, A friend of mine named Madame
More
Ring is the
funeral
guardian
good.
of the Cleansing Bell. She lives near Yujing Terrace. If you ask her, she will know what to do.
Mihoyo was a coward by not naming her Madame Ring, the guardian of the bell.
Sure, but aren't you going to come with us?
No.
Ah, I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person. Please, do this for me.
Man, why is he gotta be so secretive this time?
What's he up to, man? What's he thinking? Oh, God. Oh, God, card games.
Card. You wanna go get more card games? You wanna do some card games? You wanna get card games? You wanna do card games? You wanna do card games? You can play card games. We're gonna play card games? Play card games?
Huh.
You can go play card games.
That's what the Geo Archon looks like.
He's a crusty fucker.
Yeah?
And now he's a corpse.
Owned. Fine, Ruby. Fine. We will play the card games to appease you.
I think I have to bail in like half an hour, so let's finish off this stream by playing card games.
Of course. What else would we finish it off with, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna lose in the tutorial.
I believe in you, Quip.
Oh, God. I can't even walk the streets of Mondstadt anymore.
Oh, you're being roped into the event.
So, Sucrose, the package you mentioned that you received before, it's not dangerous, is it?
Is that character's name Sucrose?
You need to be careful.
Yeah, that's Sucrose. She's Oomfy. Not really Oomfy. She's Bestie.
And all the bouncing around in transit caused a reaction.
She's definitely got bestie energy. She's got that that snarky nerd friend in the anime. That's not necessarily the love interest, but like is totally into the dude in kind of a very respectful kind of way.
Once I opened it,
She's not snarky. She's Yoshi. She's click and see what she sounds like.
No, this package didn't contain any hazardous
It's
materials.
sugar. Yeah, I guess you can call it sugar if you'd like.
Is sucrose sugar or is that like? No, I'm thinking of sucralose. I hate chemistry.
Yeah. Sucrose and glucose are both kinds of sugar.
And sucralose is not. It's sugar alternatives that that have sucralose, right? Or am I thinking of something else?
Yes.
Sucrose, harmless sweetie. Sucrose is an alchemist from Mondstadt with an insatiable curiosity towards the natural world, leading her to focus on bioalchemy in her research. Whether it be a special potion that increases the nectar output of sweet flowers or a special spray that keeps Sunsettias fresh, Sucrose is always finding ways to use bioalchemical techniques to add variety and color to this world. Perhaps it is because Sucrose channels most of her energy into her experiments and research that she comes off a bit shy in social situations. Ha, nerd!
Hey, Timaeus, what are you chatting about?
Character vignettes that you get are you only get them if you haven't done the character's quest yet. So the game assumes you haven't met them yet and goes, okay, well here's the background on him.
Oh, hello, you two. This is Sucrose.
She's got deer ears, right?
Yeah. No, she's undefined species.
Ah, damn it.
Hi, I'm Sucrose.
I think she's supposed to be like a dog.
If you have any alchemy-related queries,
I'm pretty sure
you
she's
can
like a
always
dog.
ask me. I do my best to help.
She's very sweet. I
Yeah.
finally get why that's her name. You don't have to be so nervous.
Huh? Do I look nervous?
Yes, you look constantly
She's an
flustered.
optimist.
My apologies. I don't get out too often. I'm usually in the laboratory where there aren't many others to talk to.
Ha, nerd.
That's okay. You don't have to force yourself. I'm sure that once we get to know each other better, we'll become really good friends.
It is no coincidence that I come here to play card games and she is the first person I run into.
Aren't you the legendary traveler? The one who repelled Storm Terror?
I don't even charge for autographs.
Thank you. I've heard so many
You're
stories
so
about you.
nice and
Always
not
wanted
full
an
of yourself.
opportunity to research you up close.
I'm just a fucking jerk.
The most humble of quips.
Sorry. Don't mind me. What am I saying? No, never mind. So, what were you two talking about just now?
What is my character doing? You seen this shit? That's the fucking pose he's making right now.
Sucrose received a strange package recently.
A strange package? Yes. I believe it's from a Sumeru scholar who came here to study in Mondstadt. It's most likely a thank you gift for collaborating on some research together. Huh? A package from an academia scholar?
This is nice. She's also very powerful. She's kind
what
of a
element?
budget unit because she's Anima.
Ooh.
Her gimmick is that she throws out like little elementals that like suck in enemies around it.
Mm-hmm.
And the neat thing about her is when you get her at like high dupe levels, like like lots of the constellations,
Yeah.
she starts shredding enemy resistance to elements that she swirls.
Oh.
She's very, very useful. There's a 5-star that does her job a bit better nowadays named Kazuha, but for people that don't have her, Sucrose is still very powerful.
Oh, neat.
There wasn't anything dangerous inside. Just a
Alright,
bunch of
continue.
strange cards.
God, could you imagine like checking your mail one day and then someone sent you an entire fucking deck of cards
How horrifying.
for a game you've never played?
I think I've seen Timaeus with
I
some
do
similar
find it
looking
neat, by the
cards
way, that
before.
gave you unique
So I came to
dialogue
ask him
for
about what they
meeting
might
Sucrose
be.
for the first time here. So I'm guessing you don't get her introduction later in her quest, so that's neat.
You've seen me with some cards? Maybe those were the
It's
testing
it's
cards
it's
used for
adaptive
distinguishing
gameplay.
reagents.
Yeah, I like that. I like when games account for you not knowing who this fucking person is at this particular point in time.
No, they didn't look like
Wouldn't you
test
be rude?
cards. Here, have a look.
Is that a card of you?
Yes,
Oh,
yes, it is.
You meant these? Huh. Sucrose, have you really never seen these before?
No, never. Recently, I've been spending all my time up in the mountains working on cultivating pentatonic sweet flowers. Why? Is this an area of research that has started trending in the alchemical community during my absence?
Oh yeah, you're gonna love this. Here, Sucrose, have you ever used an archetype called Dark World?
You could definitely say that it's trending, but not as an area of research. It's a card game that's been getting really popular these days. It's called Genius Invocation TCG.
Genius Invocation TCG!
Genius what now?
Genius Invocation TCG!
Genius Invocation.
Haven't you heard of it before?
No.
Apparently, it's a game that was invented by a scholar
In case you can't tell, it's an
Wait. Academia
Yeah.
and Sumeru, right?
Yes.
Is that the place with the desert?
Yes. Desert and rainbow forest.
There's pyramids in that desert. Egypt. Card games.
Oh, don't worry about it.
That's right. The game's been catching on lately. The Yae publishing house in Inazuma has even published a series of light novels based on the game. The story is really good.
But yeah, if you can't tell, the name Genius Invocation TCG is just a very convoluted name of getting the game's acronym that people will actually type out to be GITCG or Genshin Impact TCG.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That's it.
I was half expecting you to come up with some insane convoluted explanation of how it translates to get good.
No, it's literally just so the acronym comes out as GITCG.
Ancient casket of tomes in the attic. He opens it.
And also, people fucking hate this card game because it's actually a very fun, very well balanced card game that's the community that plays card games like.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is that the vast majority of Genshin players don't give a shit about card games.
That makes sense to me.
And then the issue is that they put some Primo Gem rewards and some events involving card games. So if you want to do the event, you better learn how to play some fucking card games. And then you'll get for the event, you only have to fight NPCs, but there are some events that do not give gem rewards, but they involve fighting other players only.
Oh God. Also, the soul of an ancient TCG player called the Crocodile King.
It turns out that the Crocodile King was King Deshret's viceroy, who battled an opponent named the Ibis King. During the match, the Crocodile King fell prey to his opponent's scheme and was sealed away in the Casket of Tomes.
By the way, I'm not gonna overlook the fact that light novels are a thing here.
There's Japan, so there's the matching things that come from Japan.
And helps him to gradually climb the ranks and become a legendary TCG player.
Timaeus.
Come to think of it, isn't Timaeus the name of one of the dragons from the filler arc of Yu-Gi-Oh?
What's wrong,
Timaeus is no, that's one of the fucking dragons that Yugi fuses with Dark Magician.
Yeah, one of the dragons from the filler arc.
Yeah, but then were they evil? I forget.
That time you requested an extension on your
What?
progress report deadline, citing
No, well, like was he the antagonist or was he? No.
No, that's the Orichalcos arc. Timaeus was one of the three
right,
good
with
dragons.
Orichalcos.
Timaeus was the one I think Yugi uses. I think Hermos is the one Joey uses, and I forgot the one Kaiba uses.
Yeah.
Well, I did go through a phase recently where I wasn't putting enough focus on my work, but it's under control now.
Relatable?
I've committed to not even touch Genius Invocation
Very relatable.
TCG until I've made enough progress in my research.
You've been in this situation before, Ruby? The card games have been too tempting?
Well, that's unfortunate.
No, I was gonna say, that fucking dragon Kaiba had was so stupid. I fused this dragon with my fucking trap card. How the fuck does that work?
The trap card dragons, yeah, they're also fucking unplayable in the actual game.
I've seen them. They're kind of just dog shit. They don't really work in the meta.
The idea behind them is, oh, you get to put all of these powerful trap card effects on monsters so that you don't need to wait for it to be like a trap, right? That's the idea.
Yeah.
The issue is because this was early Yu-Gi-Oh, none of those fucking trap cards do anything.
Playing it might even make you smarter.
Isn't one of the trap cards banned?
Let me double check what the trap dragons are.
No. It was Crush Card, which means Crush Card was errated. So.
Yes, Crush Card Virus is fine now.
If you want to play it, then just say it.
Okay, fine. I'm curious and would like to give it a try. Please?
Oh, that was an adorable
Fucking-
delivery.
Yeah, fucking Coward played fucking Labyrinth against me last week with fucking virus cards, and that was the most like bullshit thing. The gimmick of Labyrinth is that they can, other than being a really good trap deck, they can also like force activate a trap the turn they set it. So Coward would just turn one, set and activate Crush card, and I guess I just fucking cry.
But wait, there's more. Deck Devastation Virus.
Yeah, no, it was turn one Crush card, and then turn two she flipped up Deck Dev. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll fucking die.
Ah, finally, the House of Cats.
Yep, that's the place. It's where everyone in the community
Yes,
gets to play when they
you
have
may
time.
enter
They gather
this
there,
vaunted
trade
hall.
cards, and they're very welcoming to new players.
This is why it took so long for you to get here. You had to rank up enough to be able to get to this.
But it's
You had to handle the cats.
Understood. Traveler? Paimon? Let's go to the cat's tail and try asking around.
I hope it doesn't smell like wet fur in there.
To be honest,
Oh, you bet it
Timaeus
does.
talking about the game has also piqued my curiosity.
Ha, nerd.
What are we waiting for? Let's get going!
Nerd.
That dog just warped. But yeah, I was gonna ask, did you ever have a place where you could just hang out and play Yu-Gi-Oh when you were younger?
When I was younger, no. Now, yes. Now I have the local game store.
Oh, sick. I think I told you this before, but for me, it was in middle school. It was the art teacher's class.
Oh. It's a safe place, is it? No one will bother you.
Yeah, like I told you, this was the same art teacher who got me into anime.
Welcome to the Cat's Tail.
Oh, right. I remember you talking about him.
Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise.
And then one time, some idiot reported us because he was being petty, and
No.
apparently Yu-Gi-Oh cards were not allowed on campus. I don't know why. So the vice principal confiscated our decks, and we had to wait until after school to get them back. And we were just like, "It's paper. It's paper.
It's pieces of paper. We could do the same thing with a pencil.
Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been a while.
I don't know. Card game bans were very common, and that's just purely because card games were always seen as a distraction for kids, much in the same way video games were. So not much you can do about that.
I'm sorry for being distracted at lunch. I have a half hour
Yeah.
to do whatever I want. I'm not going to spend that half hour just eating the same goddamn sandwich just so slowly. I gotta have something to do.
I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale. No matter how much
He's got a little hat.
Yes, he does.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for the
Welcome to your new
research project I
home,
told
Quinn.
you about last
You
time.
live here now.
No. I can't. I can't go back to this obsessive lifestyle.
What kind of experiment were you trying to do with the cat's tail? Oh, I just wanted to test out some
Cat spotted.
hypotheses and
Orange cat
some
spotted.
materials. But
Or I guess striped.
we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
Genius Invocation TCG. We were just talking about that game.
Could you imagine playing a card game at a bar and just being so drunk out of your fucking mind trying to duel?
You see, more and more people
I can't imagine the pain I would feel from spilling booze on my cards, even if they are like sleeved.
Ah!
Or if you have like if you're like have like unsleeved like art sleeves, and the alcohol just makes all the ink come off on the back.
Uh-oh, I appear to have spilled on my Ash Blossom. There goes my $30. Or however fucking much worth
Ash
it
Blossom's
is.
cheap as shit now. It's
Yeah.
cheap as shit.
What's
It's
the
way
current?
more expensive.
What's the current really big dick card that costs a lot?
Is it still Forbidden Droplet? It's probably still Forbidden Droplet. I imagine you mean generic card because there's
Yeah.
plenty of bloody expensive. Yeah,
And we should instead
Let me
refer to
check.
anyone who loves dueling with cards as TCG players.
How the fuck does? Oh, gray cat, gray cat. Very nice.
It's a cat. It's a cat. It's a cat. It's a cat.
My mistake.
Touch the cat.
So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be in charge of taking care of our TCG players.
The fact that there are people who can translate cat speak in this game, I'm mad jealous.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player of all, is capable of providing valuable guidance to our new players.
So it's just an accepted fact that cats are skilled trading card game players.
It's correct. They're correct. You figured it out.
Player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no choice but to rely on me to communicate with everyone. I am merely Prince's lowly assistant, that's all.
You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of that meme where it's the dude playing against a dog, and it's captioned like, "My opponent trying to figure out my moves, me who ate the other chess pieces."
God.
That's what it is. These cats are eating the opponent's cards.
Also, it appears the most expensive card right now is expensive generic card is Triple Tactics Thrust at $61 per copy.
Such a remark is an insult to Prince.
You know, once upon a time, my brothers wanted to start up a card shop.
Oh.
They were investing money into buying packs and selling individual cards off of that.
How did that work out? I assume not very well.
It was all right, but they couldn't hold back their love of just wanting to play with the cards. So
that's how it would pan out for me too. I could not be able to handle that.
Thanks for the subscription, Origin. Why do you keep doing this? Because you're here to watch cards play cat games. Cats play card games. I love his little bow.
It's very cute.
Oh, what's that? Shu Yan. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't
quip.
overreact.
Yes. I am 3/4 right now.
I do apologize.
It's just the way I'm sitting down.
Yep.
Like if I turn around, I'll be more kind of standard looking.
Also, I don't mean to rush you, but we might need to double time it a bit.
All right, let's go.
Not double time, but you know, let them finish their lines. Just no dilly dallying.
That's pretty weird. Well, it would be the best streamer if he did VTuber bathtub.
Do it. Why not? Embrace.
Understandable that ordinary people
Summer is coming soon.
are unable to comprehend such a thing.
So, playing Genius Invocation TCG fosters some sort of a telepathic link between players?
Yes. Genshin taught me that mastering card games lets you communicate with cats.
If you'd like to know anything
Correct.
about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask Shuyan, who will ask Prince.
That or card game players are
I'd love to explain
fucking insane.
It's time for my daily walk.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Walk you through all the rules.
I bet you know all about that, don't you, Ruby?
Very, very normal.
Warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword. So too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card against one such as myself, and I must therefore politely decline. That's what Prince said.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll play you instead.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty card master Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them. I will never play another match of my own again.
Right. Princess Paws probably can't hold the cards.
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative. How about this? Diona! Yeah,
what?
Blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know?
Goblin
here to play
Oomphy.
cards.
Diona, the bartender at the Cat's Tail, hates all alcoholic beverages, but has a rare talent for bartending. No matter the drink, as long as the
child, by the way,
mixing is in her hands, it will be unimaginably delicious. Her excellent bartending skills and her cat's ear and tail that runs in her family are a big hit with the hunters, making the cat's tail extremely popular. However, please take care not to touch Diona's ears or tail when ordering at the bar. If you cross her, the consequences will be dire. Your body will never be found.
So the thing about Diona is she doesn't know this, but she's been blessed by a spirit of the lake to always have every drink she makes turn out delicious for the rest of her life.
Seriously,
But she fucking hates alcohol because her dad's an alcoholic.
Jesus. Is it a specific spirit?
No, any alcohol at all. Even non-alcoholic drinks, anything.
I meant the thing that gave her the blessing.
Anyway,
Oh, I thought you meant not the spirit as in alcohol.
Yeah. I realized I could have used a better word.
It's a spirit of the lake near the village where she lives. You've been there.
I was
It's
gonna
where you
say
did Youngling's
it would have been
quest.
really funny if it was Barbados that did this directly. You
No,
just
no,
decided
it was not.
to troll her by giving her that blessing, like a
But
dick.
yeah, she's trying to curse. She's trying to basically destroy the alcohol industry by working as a bartender and attempting to make the worst drinks known to mankind. But every time she makes something, it turns out fucking delicious.
There is a god, and they are laughing at her directly.
Drink sales keep going up
There's
like
nothing
this,
she can
pretty
do.
soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry is gonna reach new heights. Looks like my first step in destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry should be stamping out the spread of Genius Invocation TCG.
My dear, you are quite mistaken.
Yeah, she has made this bar into one of the most booming businesses in the whole fucking country.
Soon, their thirst for victory will overcome their thirst
In her
Not out of
attempt to
not
make the word out of pure spite.
out of pure spite.
Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry, it could even support you in this endeavor.
Yeah, people could become addicted to card games instead of alcohol, and then what will alcohol have? Nothing. It will die out.
How horrifying.
Sure, why not? Alrighty then. Our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
But Shuyan is destined for a far greater purpose.
Shuyan, drink mixing, now.
Okay.
Ooh, alright. We'll need some space to learn. Let's go to that empty table over there.
I am going to destroy this child at card games. What?
Kill Quip.
All right.
Okay, let's go through the rules. First things first. You'll be needing your deck, so place that on the table.
I have a deck.
Deck?
You're getting one.
Yes. You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards.
Don't you have a practice deck we could try?
Yeah, we need a practice deck. Can't you just let us use one? Psh, there's no such thing. Okay, let me think.
Come on, a structure deck? Anything?
To learn the game, you'll
No.
need at least 2 character cards to switch between. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards on the bar counter. Maybe you could use those for now.
Are you sure that's okay?
Ah, he won't miss them.
It's already been a few days and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here on purpose. Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them.
Nice explanation.
Because I like to play the game or anything. Please.
So she totally mugged the customer for their cards, right?
Alright, so now we have
Yes.
character cards. That's everything we need, right? Yep. So, are you ready to start?
I'm ready.
Alright.
Let's duel.
Let's begin.
Ah! Yes, shuffle well, Pharaoh, and hope that Ra's at the bottom of the deck.
Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation TCG.
Merrick is such a fucking stupid villain, but I love his stupid lines.
Simply put,
Everyone
this
loves
is a
Merrick.
game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew pew pew. Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours. Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Oh, looks like I don't have much of a choice. Confirmed.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Roll phase? What the fuck?
We roll 8 elemental
You're
dice
doing
at
roll
the start
phase.
of
Do
every
it.
round.
Dungeon dice monsters.
These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions.
Learn it,
Once
Quit.
the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts.
Yep, I'm feeling the action right now.
You can spend
This
elemental
is the
dice
action
to
phase,
perform
Quit.
various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skills.
Alright, what's your character skill? Cost 3 pyro dice.
Bonk.
Searing Onslaught can deal 3 pyro damage. Die.
If you use it 3 times in a round, it deals +2.
Yep.
Not bad. You just made your first attack. During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their
You
moves.
did it, Quit.
After you use a skill to attack your
I
opponent,
feel so accomplished.
it's their turn to attack.
I remember when card games were just like this and not fucking. I'm going to banish half of my fucking deck so I can pull out 3 cards that let me summon the rest of the deck and I win. Ah!
I send Kelbeck to the graveyard. Kelbeck effect? Not Kelbeck, a Guido.
It's our turn
The
again.
Guido effect. Mill 5.
These are omni-element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless
Quit
of the
seeing T
elemental
elements at
type.
full power, right? That deck's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna
Yeah.
use them to pay for the pyro dice
Soon.
for this skill.
Soon they'll get the right banned cards and then it'll be completely fucking useless.
It is. It's already dead.
Yeah.
Alright, so these are your color lists. So you can use these to pay for anything. Bonk.
That was pretty good. That's one opponent down for the count. Bam!
This tutorial makes me nostalgic.
Only just begun.
Nostalgic for cards.
You have to defeat all opponents to win.
Specifically for when I first played a card game, which was the Pokemon trading card game on the Game Boy.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I've never played the Pokemon TCG. I hear it's fun.
It runs on a completely different system. That
Yeah, no, I'm not expecting it to be anything like Yu-Gi-Oh!
I find Yu-Gi-Oh more accessible to me.
Understandable.
Anything else this round. And once everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round.
Wow, thank you for that explanation of ending turns.
It is relevant to know how this works, because
Yeah.
you can only end the turn after both players agree to end the turn.
I set 2 cards face down and end my turn.
Sadly, no trap characters yet, and there's summon characters.
And a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. That's how we're gonna get the elemental energy we need after all.
Dice. Dice.
Ooh, that's some terrible luck. Well, there's no way we'll be able to use D-Luke's skill now. But don't worry, situations like these are why we have the option to reroll.
Ew. Rerolls?
Once per round,
Yes, you want to. You re-roll your dice to try and get the things you need. So here's the tip. You can click and drag.
Oh, sick.
It's better. There you go. Almost like the tutorial script or something.
Yeah. I don't know. No, Ruby. I just have like the best luck.
This means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first to start this round. Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about energy and elemental bursts. Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy.
Can I fuse my characters to form Elemental Hero Flame Wingman?
No, not yet. One day maybe.
Once D-Luke's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst.
Unfortunately, we will not be able to complete the whole tutorial. I will have to leave after this fight.
That's
but
fine.
we can pick up next time with more thrilling card games.
Yeah, I'm totally cool with that. Blue Eyes White Paimon.
Never mind. Let's start with a normal attack instead. D-Luke's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type. In any case, your normal attack needs
So yeah, normal attacks can take any color for the 2. You only need 1 correct color, and that's universal.
Okay.
So if you're ever having like ass luck, like you just get the worst mana possible, you'll always have the option to normal time.
Oh, cool.
Now you have 3 energy.
Now we have 3 energy plus. We have
Oompa.
enough pyro elemental dice left over. It's time to use your powerful elemental burst.
Bonk and quit.
Yes. Kill.
Murder.
Retribution!
I
Hey, look at that.
am
Custom
number
animations.
one.
You did it, quit.
Oh wait, am I not
Alright.
allowed to leave?
I think you can probably leave after. You can probably just hit quit exit.
In an actual game of
Concede, yeah.
Next up, it's
Oh God.
Yeah, once you get
Okay.
control, concede.
There we are. Defeat. I've accepted my defecation. But yeah, card games, Ruby. This was all you wanted me to play
Card
Genshin Impact
games.
for.
Yes,
This is
we finally arrived.
what it was all leading up to. None of the rest of the game matters. It's just this. This was the end game all along.
It sure was. Alright, I gotta head off, but you guys have a good night.
Yeah, take care, Ruby. Thanks for keeping me company.
No problem. I always relish these days.
I'll let you know how things go for next time, and I'll keep you posted on my progress too.
Sorry if I sound a little spaced out. I got only 4 hours of sleep last night.
I trust me, I totally know. I overslept tonight because the night before I fucking ended up falling asleep for like 3 hours.
I attempted to sleep properly, but you know how insomnia is.
Yeah, for me it was like I was so nervous because I've been working on a new project. They had me meet with a new team, and I had to be up early for that. But then at the same time I couldn't sleep, so I ended up waking up early while also falling asleep late. So yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah. All right. All right. That's gonna be it for me.
Yeah, that's
Have a
gonna be
good
it for
night,
me too.
everyone.
Take care, guys.
It's a good stream.
Thanks for watching, and thanks for keeping me company again, Ruby.
No problems at all. Excited to do this again sometime soon, hopefully.